What is up, everybody? Happy Monday. It is the 28th episode of Talkin Brash. Fucking, lot been going on. Been recording some stuff, working on a new cover that hopefully I can get Tracy to sing if he's good enough to sing it. If you're good enough to sing it, Tracy. Fucking, yeah, it's been a busy time over here. And I started working, which is why Joe's day is getting axed. He's not happy about it. But, yeah, you know, moving right along in life. You gotta move forward, right? What's up, Curtis? What's up, everybody? I appreciate you guys. Rick Carrillo. Am I covering Barbie Girl? Yeah. Yes, I am. I can't show you what I'm doing yet. I'm working on something cool for Patreon. And I have a couple of things that I've uncovered in the vault, as they say in the business. And I'm gonna get that out to Patreon. I have a website. It's LokiGuitarOfficial.com. Here, all my fucking links. There they are, motherfuckers. There's my Patreon right there. Boom. Subscribe to my YouTube. Like the video. It helps get me fucking in the flow of the YouTube algorithms, because you know they keep people down, dude. You need a lot of interaction and stuff like that. So yeah, follow the YouTube channel. It's relatively new. It's not the one that I've had forever. It's a new YouTube channel. So go to my website, Loki Guitar Official. Find the link for YouTube. Subscribe there. I have a merch store, backpack, hat, t-shirt, hoodie. It's hoodie weather. Fucking a nice mug to have your whiskey or Rumpelmans in, and a mask, because we gotta wear masks. Otherwise, they don't let you in fucking anywhere. At least over here, they don't. And I have shit up on Spotify, guys. It's crazy. I never thought that anything I ever recorded at my own house would ever be on Spotify. I never thought that would be a thing. If you asked me when I was like, you know, whatever, a lot younger. But here it is. You know, for better or for worse. These are like the first songs that I did for myself, I guess. I didn't even want to do them for myself, but there they are on Spotify. Fucking, so go check that out. It's been nothing but fucking great feedback from all you guys. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I keep churning away, dude. I'm being creative as fuck. Working on covers too with Tracy and a couple other people. I know there's a lot down the pike. It's just there's not enough hours in the day to fucking do everything. So, but I'm trying, and I appreciate you guys for all the support always. Today, on his scheduled time, the clock's fucking ticking. Like the calendar is gonna turn into November soon. We got this show and one more show on a Monday. I'm not sure. He's a little upset that we're going to cancel his day, but we'll figure something out. You know? We'll just change it. But the one, the only, the JV Bastard. What's up? Oh, wait. Psych, it's Ray. Ray's back. We got to unmute Joe. All right, there we go. Unmute. There we are.
Spooky.
Ray, I didn't know you'd be back on today, dude. Fucking, I thought we had the show Friday and that'd be that, but I guess you're back.
Well, you know, JV couldn't make it. He finally fell asleep, so.
Finally, yeah.
Is what it is.
I mean, JV's had a history of just never showing up on time, and we always need replacements, so I'm happy you could join me.
Yeah.
Did those masks sell out because you bought it?
Yeah, totally. Got these custom made on fiber.
On fiber?
Yeah.
Fiber was a hit, dude. Not just you. Everyone in the chat was going on and on about fiber.
Yeah.
Apparently, we need to eat more of it.
I mean, they got everything, man. I mean,
yeah.
You name it. Fiber. Can't get this fucking in the hole.
We got to put your asses on fiber for all those paintings.
Right? That cost you a little more than a fiber.
Damn, son. Rick Carrillo, Lynette, Carlos, fucking Richard Dicko North, of course. I hear Richard Dicko North is after the show he can't get me, so he calls everyone else on
bro.
on Facebook.
Me and him were drinking after the show the other night.
I like how the community's coming together. You know, Richard Dicko North is fucking piecing it all together here.
Yeah, he got me drunk.
Yeah, he does that, man.
I wasn't even drinking. That's why I was out of Rumpleman's today, man.
Damn.
I usually like a half a bottle. Usually what goes into one of these shows, and then like I don't really drink during the week at all. So
this past Friday is exactly why I'm doing away with Blackout Friday, because I go in like it's Ray. We're not gonna drink a lot with Ray, and then we do, and then like once I get the taste, it's not. I can't just sit here fucking by myself and stare at. What am I gonna do? I gotta go out and fucking. I gotta go out and test the waters, see what's going on outside.
You were like in total disbelief that I was just like sitting home last week.
Yeah.
You called me after like the podcast with fucking Ray, and you're like, so you're just like sitting home. I'm like, yeah, dude. It's like, and that's it. I'm like, yeah. Like 5 minutes go by, we talk about something else, and you're like, so that's it. You're just sitting in. Like, yeah.
That's where you know where my brain was, dude. I couldn't. There was no way. I was probably trying to talk myself out of going out, but like I couldn't. Like, that's it. This is what we're gonna do. I can't just sit here by myself.
See, I can't be spooky.
No.
Doesn't work.
It's dedication to wear it the whole fucking show. 2 hours strong, he fucking wore that thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's really buying into the gimmick.
That'd be. I mean, that's like, I can't do that shit on stage either, man. Or at least I won't.
Did that mask light up? I didn't see
it. Of course, come on, man.
Because his mask lit up, so. Damn, okay, all right.
All right, fiber, bro.
Okay, fucking fiber optics on inside the mask.
Yep. I should have fucking changed the logo on it.
Richard Dicko North, you're not the only person he called. After he got off with you, I guess he called Rick Carrillo.
Yeah.
And he got Rick Carrillo drunk.
Gotta catch up with Rick, man. I haven't spoken to him in a minute for no reason, but
right.
You know.
Apparently he was interrogated by Dicko to see if he was a narc.
Oh shit.
But, you know.
He's Mexican, bro.
Rick Carrillo's my boy, dude. You're my
He's
boy,
Mexican,
Blue.
Man. He don't fucking narc.
Yeah, you know narc. They get taken
narc.
out to pasture if they narc.
He's not Mexican, I'm sorry. But he lives too close to Mexico to be a narc.
Fucking, yeah. I worked today, Joe.
What?
That's different. Yeah, I had to get a job, man.
Loki got a job. What a dick.
Yep. So this is why your day's getting phased out.
And canceled.
I don't know. We might have to move you to like Wednesday or something, and I'll have one new guest a week. But that's already gonna have to wait till like the third week of November because I got some people coming in. I got coming that we're gonna talk, and and he loves to talk, so it should be an entertaining show. Is Carlos Aguiano, Scurvy Kids?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah,
that'll be a good show, man.
So he'll fucking come on here and talk about Kiss, I guess. I don't know. Whatever the fuck Carlos Aguiano talks.
Better not.
And the fucking yeah.
Who wants to talk about Kiss, man?
But yeah, he's done every time someone rolls around to his spot, we play at the Whiskey, and he was like, for a while he was working there, so I'm sure he's got a bunch of cool stories to tell about everything.
Oh yeah. I wish I had I mean, I don't even have a dad, but I wish I had a dad like fucking Carlos, man. Could you imagine if you had a dad who's like that? You know, like super into your shit like that, super supportive, like, he's like fucking goddamn manager for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, That guy did everything for them, for all the merch.
Yep.
That was a DIY operation. It wasn't even his band.
Dude, you know what I loved about them the most is like what we were onto was fucking great, dude. Is I started buying screens or making screens and leaving them there. So when I would get to California, I would print more T-shirts, restock our merch.
Oh yeah,
Remember that? The last time we were there, man. As a matter of fact, it was the day we got the Graves call. I was printing T-shirts.
that's right. I
So
forgot
like
we were
we would run, yeah, in that backyard was the day we got that call.
there. Yep.
Had our first hydraulic entertainment meeting.
A conference call.
Mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah, we had a
very,
conference call and it saved Laud. Me and you on 2 separate phones,
right.
standing
In the
next to
same
each
house.
other. Yeah. Yep.
Fucking,
Yo, I got this thing going on, man. Every computer I plug in and sit at this desk ceases to work. I'm on the 3rd one. I'm starting to
oh
think
yeah,
it's
you
a
showed me
desk.
last week. So
I haven't fucked with it yet. I looked it up and it said that the hard drive might be disconnected or is either hard corrupt or disconnected. I think it might be disconnected though, because when I got the thing, there was something like shook in it, man. Like it was like something knocking around in the fucking laptop, like right when I got it, and fucking I had to open it up unfortunately at one point, and when I did, the hard drive that's what it was. Um, I don't know how it would have become disconnected because it never left the desk it was sitting on,
right.
but it came disconnected, or so it would seem. I haven't fucked with it since last week. But I since I fucked with it since last week, I put this other fucking laptop up, like just so I could fuck. All I want to do is see the fucking chat, bro. No dice,
No dice.
no dice,
You just got bad luck with fucking
dude.
all
I
that
have
shit.
4 laptops. I might have 5. You know which one works the best?
Aces.
That Asus, bro. It still works. It's like fucking
It's a
12.
tank.
Dude, it's like 12 years old. It's
It's a
12 years
tank
old.
too.
It still works fucking fine, dude.
You could
It's
use that
got
thing as a weapon.
it's got Windows 7 outdated. There's no support for it. It like doesn't do a lot of things, but it does. No, actually, it does everything.
It does work.
Yeah, I've got a brand new laptop that doesn't do as much as that, man. It's incredible.
Damn.
I think I'm like fucking reversed or something on this fucking camera, man. It's so weird. Both my hands aren't here. Like every time I talk in my hand, like it's fucking weird, man. It's not like that usually. What happened to the blood, bro? Is it there?
The blood's there. You don't see it. Yeah, you get the raw feed. This is the raw signal.
I want to see the blood running up the walls, bro. What the fuck?
Listen, Rick Carrillo, I told you. I need fucking graphics. We need blood that runs, that moves. We need
the walls.
Blood up the walls, Rick. Fuck. I mean, how many times I gotta tell you?
Elfin blood.
It's hard to get good work these days, dude. That's why you go on fiber.
Yeah. It's amazing. Yeah. This laptop is fucking frozen. I don't even believe it. I feel like I'm being punked.
Why is this?
Because, dude, 3 laptops have worked just fine up until they came here and sat on this desk as I put them on this desk.
There, yo?
I don't know, man. That like maybe fucking like flying with them or something. Like I don't know. Like at least 2 of them worked for a little while.
Ray's in the chat. He said that those lights just look okay.
See,
Ray, you missed his mask, bro.
He has 1 light. I have 2 lights. One of mine is no longer available.
No longer available. Damn.
And my mask.
There you go. He just can't. He just doesn't have the dedication to wear it the whole show, Ray.
No, I'm not horror punk enough.
You're not. Yo, that's not horror punk, dude.
No.
You're not horror punk. Where'd that come from? That saying? Why
What?
do we say that? That's not hard punk.
Oh no, you're thinking of that's our punk. We were on, dude. I'll never forget this quote. We were on a Graves tour. You weren't there actually. It was a Graves tour when Jason was in the band. And some kid came up to us like after the show. It was El Paso, right? Like, and we were playing, like, dude, we were playing where you could see Juarez like over the fence. Like that's what it
Right.
was. Lucky Devils was the name of the venue. Actually, I remember that. It's kind of near fucking Adam Salazar's house, actually. Anyway, we're over there, fucking, and some kid is just talking to us, man, and he's like, "Yo, man, there's this." He's talking to me and Michael, and he's like, "Yo, there's this guy in town. He like takes the babies and he throws them in the dumpster, and like 12 babies in the dumpster in this town. That's hard punk."
That's hard punk.
Like he was telling us like all these fucked up stories, bro, and everything ended with "that's hard punk." We're just like, yo. It's like fucking you just talk about killing children like babies, bro. That's hard punk.
That's hard punk.
Yeah, man. That's that fucking cancer slug demographic.
Is that the dude that I don't know, wasn't there some dude that was wanting to kill Michael or something and fucking
There's always one of those, isn't there?
Right. It was one of those kids from Mexico, Texas. But,
Dirty Joe.
Dirty Joe.
Dirty Joe.
That's right.
Yeah.
He loved us and then he really hated us.
Yep. Because of why. The Dr. Chud spray paint on the walls, which was totally in response to him, not Chud.
Right.
But
Joe Tamata.
Yeah, you know what's funny is the blame for that has never been exactly distributed correctly.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. No one knows who did it really.
Do you know who did it?
Oh, of course.
Did you do it?
But I mean the story goes like the way the story goes is highly inaccurate.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I don't even know the story. I all I know is that there was a picture of you guys in front of it, and that's pretty much all I know.
Joe showed up at the club. What happened is that we had the promoter told us that day that all the he's like, I put up a whole bunch of flyers in town. I really like did it up, but he's like there's some kid going around taking all your flyers down. I'm like, what? And like so we went out and put up flyers, and sure as shit, someone took our flyers down. Because there's like a record store right around the corner from that venue or whatever. And like fuck this. And that was our retaliation. Was like, all right. Like cause he was all like Dr. Chud and hard. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And like, dude, fucking we didn't have a beef with the dude, you know, like
right.
or at least not currently, you know, like it was just like it was totally like
just like whatever.
Yeah, it was perpetuated by him, you know, like he was beefing with us. We didn't beef with him, you know, or this kid was like acting out Chud beef, you know, like on behalf of Chud, holding some grudge against our band. So it was like in response and retaliation. I was fucking pissed. The kid was fucking taking our flyers. I was fucking shitty, dude.
Right.
Twice, you know, he did it like throughout the week, and then he went around and did it the day of the show again. Like between fucking load-in and fucking when we played. So yeah. Some vigilantes tagged the place up. made a real presence of
right.
what was thought about Dr. Chud in town. Yeah, he couldn't take that down. That's for sure. There's a lot of them, dude. There's like one that says like no really X word blows. That's the one that there's the picture of us in front of. But there's Dr. Chud is fat. X word sucks. I got a bunch of pictures of it.
Damn.
But I'll tell you.
Careful, he's gonna block you now.
He's probably in jail. Chud?
Yeah, I'm talking about Chud.
He'll probably end up in jail.
He watches the show, bro. He carefully combs through the show to make sure that his name is respected.
I do respect Chud, man. I never didn't. I mean, he's a fucking weirdo. He's a weird dude and everything, but he's a great drummer. He wrote some of my favorite Misfits songs. I mean, just like it is just like so celebrated to share his stories. I mean, I don't have a personal he's disrespected us and our band quite, and me personally quite a few times. But on the other hand, I fucking hung with Chud hard. Like I've hung with that dude hard a couple times, you know? Like, I mean,
Rick Carrillo is saying
really
he's got the same
experiences
exact
with it.
story with Dirty Joe as we do almost.
Yeah, I have a cartoon of me, Michael, and Dirty Joe that someone drew. Yeah, it's really funny. It's me and Michael talking to him, and it's like something. It's a cartoon. It's funny. It's like an illustration some fan drew. Still have it. Pretty funny, man. I wish I could send you files during this show, fucking like easily. Like I wish I didn't use my phone. You know,
right? Yeah.
I could fucking provide the pictures for all these stories. Telling you, bro,
fucking
I've
laptop
said it.
Working, dog.
What laptop?
A laptop.
Yeah. Dude, I got a stack
Someone
of them.
send Joe a laptop. It'll probably die though.
I bought a laptop for solely music production, and even that laptop has failed, and I never got I never got anything beyond the laptop to do anything with. So,
hey Jeff, it doesn't cost anything to pay attention. I said November we have a new schedule. It's still fucking October, okay? So Joe's here on every Monday till November. The calendar turns into November. So fucking pay attention. Stop being a dildo.
Do not.
All right, let's go.
Do not. Hey,
I expect you guys to fucking be on it. All right. I apologize.
Fucking little maybe we should do a benefit show for fucking Jeff, get him some Hooked on Phonics or something. You know, like. Some fucking what's that shit? The that shit that teaches
Rosetta
you English.
Stone?
That's it. You read my mind, dude. Thank you.
Reading comprehension, you know, it's tough. I know a lot of people have trouble with reading comprehension.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently Jeff's one of them.
I know this broad who just like, I feel bad for her. She's a full grown adult and she just keeps like books around all the time. Like she leaves them in her car and shit. Like just so people think she can read. You know, like
right.
Can't read. Can't read. But I mean, to go to that extent, you know, it's crazy.
Damn. Oh, there's a war now. He says that you need the benefit show more than him.
I do. No idea. Not to read. I can read. I'm dyslexic. I'm not supposed to be able to read.
Fucking A.
I'm fucking handy capable. Yo, this laptop I think is working, bro.
Oh yeah, it's on.
It says JV2 on the screen, and there's a welcome.
Damn, you need a password.
That's gonna be next, bro. I don't know the password to like. Nobody can sign me. Nobody will ever hack into any of my accounts. That's not a challenge. But I don't know the passwords to literally anything. Nothing. I couldn't get into my Gmail, my Facebook. If anything I'm doing online requires you to put your password in, and I'm done. It's over. I stop right there. That's it. I'm fucking like
you're starting to fight with everyone. Sahara's here, fucking yelling at you. Jeff is fucking.
What's she saying?
She's saying, "Why are you outing her? You outed yourself."
Outed myself about what? Yeah.
You outed yourself, girl. It could have been anyone, and now you just went there, so we all know you can't read now.
Encyclopedia Sahara. Setting up personalized settings for web platform customizations. What the fuck? What is this?
Look at you. Web platform customizations.
Bro, this isn't fucking like, bro.
Again?
You can't see that shit.
Yeah.
What is this? It's like a blank black fucking screen. Are you fucking
I don't
kidding
know what's
me,
going
bro?
on with you. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either. Oh shit. You know what?
Send help. Fucking At the Gates, Joe, are writing a new record.
What? Yo, that new Carcass fucking EP slaps, dude.
Yeah.
What the fuck's with that?
Well, the Swedish never forget how to be Swedish.
Ain't that the truth?
Remember, I used to tell Brian, like, yo, dog, no, this gotta be a little more Swedish. You gotta say a little more Swedish.
It's the accents, dude.
Yeah.
They just say the damnedest things funny, man. Like on that one Crown track, what is it called? It's like the 5th track on the record. It's like the only mid-tempoed song on the record. Dare I call it the only slow song? He says the rottening. He doesn't say the rottening.
Yeah.
He says the rottening.
The rottening.
No American singer would ever say the rottening. The rottening. That is one of the, man, I wish I could fucking think of the name of that song, bro.
They know how to do it.
Brutal as fuck. You know, Darkest Hour gets so much like, you know, people will say At the Gates, people will say fucking At the Gates. But The Crown, dude.
Yeah.
They really like owe a
Fucking
beer to
evil.
fucking, yeah. The Darkest Hour owes a beer to The Crown, for sure. For sure. I heard you talking about fucking Fear Factory getting fucking jacked by every band in the fucking genre the other day. Truth.
Yeah.
Truth.
They're the
unsung heroes of fucking metalcore.
Yeah.
Like every single metalcore band. Or
and the
every
Germans
deathcore,
must really love them because the German bands really sound like Fear Factory. Like
every
lot.
deathcore band. Even the gent bands.
Yeah.
Like find one of them fucking citing fucking Fear Factory as a fucking like an influence or a fucking please, dude. It's like a dirty secret. I mean, I get it. I got dirty secret bands. You know? I get it. But Fear Factory is really, really, really fucking underappraised, man. Holy shit. I don't know who you were talking to about that, but damn, you were right.
Yeah, I forget it. Right. Maybe it was right. I don't know. Fucking
They don't know about Fear Factory. As a matter of fact, they got a stand-up bass in that one song, so maybe he does.
Fucking speaking of Swedish guys, just knowing how to say cool shit, like there's that In Flames song where he's saying "spend some quality time."
Yeah, I do know that
but
song.
it's just so fucking like evil. Like, how can you make "spend some quality time" sound like that?
I don't know, man, but you're right. I was gonna say I don't really like In Flames, or I don't not dislike them. I just never really got into them. That record I do have, Clayman, right? That's on.
Yeah, Clayman.
That's the only one I really got into by them, and you know, it's cool. But there's like so many other bands like them that, you know, I didn't really necessitate fucking In Flames, but I know that song. You're right, and they do make spend some quality time sound pretty brutal, bro. Not gonna lie, you ain't wrong, bro. Man, so I'm canceled, huh?
Yeah, you canceled, dog.
I'm not getting brought back for the next season, guys.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know. Maybe I'll have to change you to a Wednesday.
I
got to do this 2 times. See, the problem is I need to do this 1 day less a week because it's dipping into like other time. I want to fucking work more on the stuff I'm working on in the studio. Plus, I got a fucking job now, so I got a
job.
There's less time of the day. Yeah.
You got a job? What a dick.
So, but it may work out so I could just get 1 different guest per week. And then just have you on another day. But November's like already half taken up, dude. Like November, what the fuck? Where's my calendar here?
Looky here, bro.
I got Carlos Sanguiano Wednesday, November 4th. I got Mike Tipping from the Sluts. Saturday, November 7th. I got Charlie Corletta. Charlie Corletta wanted to shoot the shit, so I fucking sure, come on.
It's working, Loki.
Silencer, he'll be on Wednesday, November 11th, and my friend Chris Lanterns is finally joining us on the show. Fucking Saturday, November 14th. Chris Lanterns was
He's the
our sound
super.
guy,
Yeah, he's the super road dude.
and he's got a. I mean, you wouldn't like the band, but they're pretty popular and they sound fucking great. They're like a pop punk kind of band called Led by Lanterns. So yeah, Saturday, November 14th, fucking Chris Lanterns joins us.
The
Nice
pop,
picture.
right, dude? That's never released picture. Is what that is. It's never been distributed. Right there. I have
Still
like,
got your baby fat there.
yeah. I'm fucking. Yeah, literally. I'm fucking.
Even Jason still got a little bit of.
Yeah, I'm 17 there, dude. That's the original
Man.
photo shoot for Every Dead Body. That's what was supposed to be on the back cover. It's not supposed to be just me and Jason on that record. Because I mean, that would the three of us there with Jimmy would be the lineup that recorded the record. Mr. Monster wasn't a 2-piece nor a 3-piece, but says that record were a 2-piece. Anyway,
you're getting a lot of support, Joe. Your people want to start a show for you, so you have a show to go on.
Dude, I think I have a show. Yeah, dude, I would, man. I'd have my own fucking podcast, man. I would.
We'll try to get this working first before you start a podcast.
Right? I need a fucking goddamn laptop to fucking work first, bro. At the end of the day, I'd probably be using fucking that old ass Asus.
You know what I'm gonna probably do a playthrough of, because I picked up the drum stems and I was able to sample like some of the kick. Well, not some of the kick, all of the kick and the snare. The fucking song we used to sound check all the time. So I got the drum stems for
Antihero?
Shortest Straw.
Oh, wow, dude.
So I'm gonna use the drum stems that I got and then just re-record like guitars and shit like that. Just do an instrumental version of that.
I've never tried to do it, but I wonder if I could sing something like that. I probably could.
Yeah, you just got to use your nowhere to run voice.
Yeah. I just need an engineer who's good at getting nasty double tracks. A lot of people, I know it sounds silly, but I mean, like every time I try to do stuff like that, people like don't get it. So, I mean, it's not a vocal technique as much as it is an engineering technique.
Yeah, we can cheat that.
That's not even cheating it. It's just the doubles have to. I mean,
yeah.
You got to track perfect doubles.
Yeah.
Or like really aligned 2 takes, but they got to be mixed right, dude. That like I could do 2 vocal tracks exactly the same all day, dude. But the problem usually is how they're mixed. Like
I've gotten past this issue.
I ain't hearing no fucking Hatfield vocals. I mean, you don't got no fucking.
Well, vocals are vocals.
You don't got gritty. You don't got gritty singers.
Yeah.
You ain't done no screaming vocals or yelling vocals or the fuck.
No,
this thing started to work.
I'll have to get Brian here now and fucking.
Well, I mean, like, since you have all this fucking time now, since I'm canceled, fucking just have me down fucking over
You're
at
canceled because I have less time, Joe.
Well, no, you're gonna have more time. You're gonna have your Monday nights wide open now.
It's the opposite.
What, they got you working Monday nights? You doing graveyard shift?
Nah, I gotta fucking.
Look, you ain't on the pole again, are you?
I wish I was thin enough to be on a pole.
That's not true, man. Fucking.
I'll make some fucking money.
Dude, it's the funniest thing. I don't even know how I wound up on this, but I found a wiki how for being a stripper, and I just saw it like in the Google links, and I'm like, I gotta read this.
How to be a stripper?
Yeah. It was a wiki how to be a stripper, or like what it takes to be a stripper, or it was for women. It wasn't for men, but I think it might have been for both. But it was quite an app.
Somewhat attractive.
No, that's my point of bringing it up. That's my point of bringing it up. It says that the world necessitates strippers of all body types and all looks, all ages, and it's true. I mean, like I've been to whoa. Here's another fucking picture. No one fucking it's never been distributed.
Oh, here we go.
This laptop just turned on, bro. Hold on. Your battery is very low. It's plugged in, motherfucker. Hold on. How can my battery be very low? This motherfucking thing.
Johnny Shivers is asking if I've been using the Howard Benson plugin. I have it. I was using it, but now I'm using something else. But it does. That's awesome.
Undistributed.
Damn.
Man, look at Paulie Lifeless. He's looking like he's in life of agony there, bro.
Yeah. Slick back.
Yeah. More bullshit. Eventually, maybe I'll be able to see the chat, bro.
The Howard Benson plugin, by the way, super easy to use. Really does do the job. But I'm using some other stuff, some other compression plugins, and I use the Fab Filter EQ. So yeah, the Howard Benson thing is really cool. If you're a novice and you're trying to figure that shit out, it really helps you fucking learn. But I'm using something else, but I do fucking like it.
Yo.
One-armed strippers. That's right.
Whoa, who said that?
Eric McKinstry.
How would he know that?
I don't know. He wasn't there, but
that's where I was about to go with this.
Yeah.
Remy was there. You were there too, right? We all went.
I'm the one that forced the fucking stripper to fucking to dance on Ramy because he was mortified. He did not want it.
We went to the clubhouse in Fort Worth. That's the Pantera Strip Club.
Yeah.
I've actually been there twice, and here's a testament to how much I save things. I've been there 2 times in my life, years apart from one another, and I have the receipt from both times I was there. Not only did I saved the receipt from the place. I don't even remember saving it once, let alone twice, and somehow they came together. You know, like in life, I never would have told you that I had that, let alone both of them. I have the receipts from our entrance to the clubhouse. But whatever the case, we're at the clubhouse, right? And this is a testament to fucking anyone could be a stripper. This girl does this entire striptease.
You can't say that. No. You cannot say that. Because this girl would have been one of the hottest women on the planet Earth.
I'm not saying
had she had both arms.
Well, you just blew my story, bro. This broad does this whole fucking tease, bro, fucking like this.
Right.
You know, like on her side, fucking she's hot, dude. You know, like, and then all of a sudden she's like, "Baba," and she's got one arm, bro, and she's like swinging a nub.
Well, she's got a nub to like her elbow. Like, so
she had to do 4 minutes on stage before you knew she fucking had one arm, dude. Before she like did the reveal. It's crazy, and bro. Ramy, the whole place is going nuts, dude. So wait, we got her to like dance for Ramy?
Because Ramy was mortified. Like he was so turned off by it that I found it like amusing. I'm like, dude, I get it. She got one arm, but like you're like really freaked out right now. So I fucking paid for her to dance on Ramy, and she fucking rubbed his junk with her nub.
That's awesome. We gotta take Remy. I'm surprised. We gotta take Remy to strip clubs more often. I'm pretty sure that would happen in any strip club.
Right.
It would be just as amusing anywhere.
I'd like to get Ramy on here, but I'm not gonna get him unless he's hammered because otherwise he doesn't fucking talk.
What, does he not drink no more? Yeah, he's terrible if he's not drunk. He's just like makes noises.
He's just like,
yeah,
no, it was cool.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
You get him a little bit of booze, and he can go.
And fucking the other one is meh.
Meh, yeah.
Meh.
That's how. The only reason I knew it was like that Ramy like was leaving or wanting to get up was I would just hear him wake up, and he was just like, ugh. He would just grunt his way to the bathroom. Ugh. Uh-oh. Log in as Joe Vasta? You entered an old password, Joe.
I just pressed enter. I didn't enter shit. And what did I tell you, man? I never know the fucking password to anything, and I'm not going to get this one either, Watch.
Damn.
Ain't happening. I'd have to like go on here and go through 6 factors of fucking identification, fucking showing my dick and fucking social security number.
People like your stripper face.
I got a stripper face.
Yeah, apparently you made a stripper face while you're doing a dance.
Yeah, I mean, like, you think I could like make some money with it? Like, what are you guys saying?
Yeah, what are you guys saying? Someone's asking for the link. She's asking for a friend though. For the how to be a stripper wiki.
Yo, I can start an OnlyFans if you want.
Do an OnlyFans.
My dog's got an OnlyFans.
Really?
Oh. Yeah, my dog's has an OnlyFans. It's
I gotta start making money off the
what's
Zook,
the address?
man.
It's Pete's and Beans, Peets and Beans, Beans. It is pictures of my dog's feet
Hmm.
and its toes.
I gotta start making money off the Zook with her singing and looking cute.
Dude, get him an OnlyFans. So get this. I'm not gonna be able to log into Facebook. However,
there's YouTube. Oh no, you can't. Well, you can't see it on YouTube because it scrolls up on. Yeah, there you go.
I was just handed this device.
There you go. Boom.
Fuck
Joe has a device now. So guys, feel free to comment in the comment
now you
section.
can't
It
talk
doesn't
shit,
matter where.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, now he can respond to you in kind of real time. In 7-second delay time. Bitches.
Gonna get Ray Sega on here trying to fucking sell me on fiber and shit.
I need to have this one-armed stripper and Bridget Powers over for Blackout Friday.
Bridget Powers.
I don't know who that
Who's
is.
that?
I don't know. What a night that could be for after-party video calls. Richard Dicko North, of course.
Yo, I gotta give a shout out, man. Fucking
We're shouting out.
My fight right before. I don't know if anyone saw online, but like it was liquor store o'clock, and like I said, because Richard Dicko North last week, fucking, started drinking after the fucking podcast. So I fucking killed off my Rumpleman supply of it today. So I had to go to the store. So there was like 40 minutes before fucking I had to go to fucking what is it called? 40 minutes before I had to be here. Liquor store o'clock. Fucking I go to like send money. Like to get shit at the liquor store.
Right.
Look at my fucking PayPal account. $4, dog.
Damn.
$4. Shit out of Rumpleman's luck. I'm like, shit. Can't do the fucking. And I got no weed either. Not a weed. So I'm like, I can't do the podcast sober, dude. That'll never work. That'll never work. I think I did that once. That was the really boring day that we had. Remember that one day I was at Dean's house? Remember that one specific day where both me and you really weren't feeling it?
Right.
It really reflected in our conversation too. But
when it's both of us, yeah, it's tough. It's a tough go.
Yeah, I wasn't gonna have that. I'd like to say again that I didn't sleep last night again. I have yet to sleep the night before one of these podcasts.
Well, what the fuck's going on with you?
I don't know what the fuck. Well, dude, I sleep every other day as it is.
Right.
But that schedule just, I don't know. Maybe I like Sunday nights. I don't know what the fuck it is. But I always mean to sleep. I mean, I took a nap. Well, I mean, I meant to sleep, but it became a nap. I slept like 2-3 hours this afternoon. But I always come on here, bro. I got fucking luggage eyes and fucking unenthusiastic and fucking. So the rumpies is important, Doesn't do much for the luggage, but fucking. It certainly fucking brings the enthusiasm out. So I made a post on Facebook in desperation. I'm like, yo,
someone help out with some rump.
Anyone want to donate to the fucking? I posted that. You got to read it. You should read it on fucking here one day. Fucking, I've told you about it a million times. The WHP Records pizza, booze, drugs, and bail fund on our site. It's like it's in the merch store, and it's like I wrote it one day and I don't even remember writing it. Like I've stumbled upon it a couple times, be like, what the fuck? I wrote this like whole thing of like, if you donate to us, what we will spend the money on. And it's ridiculous. I really outdid myself. It's ridiculous. And I don't know how many people see it. I don't like. I don't think I've ever posted it, or I'm not gonna fucking go begging for money online, posting donation
Right.
page like links and shit like that. Ain't my style. But today I did because I was fucking desperate. I need some fucking rumplements. This is gonna be bad, dude. And fucking, there was a hero. I had a hero come to my rescue.
Here we go.
So this one goes out
The
to Corey James Payton.
Corey, fan of the show,
Yep.
loyal watcher. Corey James Payton, we love you.
Old school OG homie.
We miss you, bub.
He just about gave me diabetes. Do you remember when he almost gave us diabetes?
No.
He mortified me one day.
Why is this?
He, on the road one day, like, bless his heart, fucking bringing us awesome fucking road goodies and shit like that. But he gave us like a 5-pound bag of Sour Patch Kids one day. Like, I was like, oh, no, dude. Nah, man. Like, that ain't a good idea. We can't have this in the van. And it disappeared. I don't know who ate it, but we had a 5-pound bag of fucking Sour Patch Kids sitting in that van for a while. I've never seen such a thing. It was offensive. It was an offensive amount of Sour. It's more Sour Patch Kids than any band, let alone individual, ever needs. I hope that we didn't eat it or finish it.
Here we go.
Never forget that.
The
It's long.
WHB Records Pizza, Booze, Drugs, Hookers, Guns, and Bail Fund is essentially a tip donation. You receive 100% of no physical object in return for donation. Customer receives one virtual thank you for each donation. Virtual thank you is transferred instantly via our automated virtual thank you fulfillment technology upon completion of checkout. WHB Records staff, day laborers, virtual thank you is 100% genuine 90% of the time. Free domestic shipping, restrictions may apply. Donations added to a CD or t-shirt order will sway the temperament of your package's handler, potentially affecting the amount and quality of your order's extras. What do we do with your donation? The WHB Records Pizza, Booze, Drugs, Hookers, Guns, and Bail Fund is designed for transparency and is used mainly for what its name mentions. But that's not all. It also helps fund a number of domestic and international terrorist organizations, 2 bodegas and a Kennedy's Fried Chicken franchise in Newark, New Jersey, various South American offshore drug rings, Gary, Indiana's #1 lysergic acid diethylamide lab, and family-owned black market fireworks shantytown just outside of Everett, Washington. We also use these monies to ensure fulfillment of our no package ships without plastic vampire teeth, spider rings, completely random #1 pins, Halloween confetti, stickers we should be charging you for, and or at the very least some Garbage Pail Kids trading cards. Extras policy. For restrictions, see extras policy terms and conditions below. Many packages may be subject to the exclusion of all the policy offers at the discretion of WHP Records staff or day laborers pending current temperament of handler or handler's dislike and or suspicions of customers' name, city, grammar, character, or funny feeling, paranoid delusion, presumption of customers' potential race, religion, gender, affiliations. All handlers comply with WHB Records' no customer special policy. All complaints of unprovided plastic vampire teeth, spider rings, completely random #1 pins, Halloween confetti, stickers we should be charging you for, and at the very least some Garbage Pail Kids trading cards will result in customer being added to our extras blacklist, where customer may remain for eternity. All requests for additional plastic vampire teeth, spider rings, completely random 1 pins, Halloween confetti, stickers we should at least be charging you for, and at the very least some Garbage Pail Kids trading cards will be denied under the terms of no customer special policy. Restrictions apply. Policy is 100% organic. All animals were grass-fed in the making of this policy. Free of gluten, mostly cruelty. Made in China. There you have it.
I don't know what I was doing that night, bro. I don't even remember writing it. But that's what we do with the donations around here.
I mean, you deserve the tip at that point if you're going to fucking write all that.
That's what I figured. I guess, you know. That's what I
You know?
figured. Jeff's being nice, saying I sleep 6 days a week. Yeah, dude. When I was fucking 15, I slept 6 days a week. Maybe. Loki used to wake me up for high school. Ask him.
Yeah. It's mortifying. Joe, your mom's fucking flipping out, dude. Just please wake up, get the fuck out of the house. Just please get up so she stops yelling.
You were the only hope. You got me out 25% more than anyone else ever did.
I guess I gotta clip this. How far are we into this? We're 52 minutes in, so I'll remember that. I'll clip that reading. Rick Rio says that reading is his favorite 2 minutes of the show ever.
Dude, it's a really hidden gem within our merch store. I mean, like I know that like people
you
aren't
really
exactly
gotta scroll down.
Yeah, it's the last thing in our merch store. I don't even know, like, you know, it's like one of those things. Like, I put the donation thing there because people had asked about it before, and I would notice that like people would buy redundant things to support us sometimes. Like people
Right.
I know I've shipped the same thing to a million times would like buy like $10 worth of stickers, and I'm just like sending motherfuckers stacks of stickers and shit. You know that I know I've given them hundreds of before, and it's like they don't really want the stickers, and I'm wasting our stickers. And fucking like at the end of the day, they just want to support us. So like I eventually made the fucking donations thing, you know, like to be something. It's also in the interest of I don't know where I heard this, but this is one of my favorite pieces of advice to give to a young band. Is the pitch I would give a band would be, have you ever sold a $200 item on your merch table? Typically, people are like, no. And you're like, so you say, like, well, do you have a $200 item on your merch table? They're like, no.
That's
The
why you didn't
answer,
sell it.
that's why you never sold a $200 item on your merch table. So, with that said, I don't
Got to
have,
be in it to win it, folks.
we've never even had $100 fucking item on our merch table. I don't think we've ever had a $50 item on our merch table. But fucking, I will never sell a $50 item through the merch table or through a merch store if I don't have one. So you never know. You know what I'm saying? For all I know, man, someone fucking might want to fucking drop $1,000 on WHP Records or Darrow Chemical Company. You know, like if you don't provide the option to, no one's ever gonna do it, dude.
You got to
You know,
provide the
like
option.
if you don't have $1,000 item or $100 item or a $50 item, no one's ever gonna buy one, dude. You know, like there's people who there's a lot of people out there who don't give a fuck about our merch or our shirts or our stickers or our CDs. They just want to support a local band. Sometimes they don't even like your music. You know, there's not so much in the merch store, but that should like being on the road, dude. That shit happens. You know how like many times like on the road, people have bought shit off of us and didn't even see our show. You know, just because they wanted to support a local band or something like that. And like you said, you got to be in it to win it, dude. Happens all the time. I mean, not to us, but I mean, it could. It might because it's possible now. You know.
Yeah. Our boys in Nimvin, Chris picked up this toy called Pickle Rick. It was just a pickle that
Yeah.
you know, Pickle Rick.
Yeah, I know Pickle Rick.
And he had it all tour. It was like his mascot at the merch table. He also had this fucking howling wolf dog thing.
And he commissioned Arturo to sell it.
Well, we did a live auction at the last show of the tour, and we did we sold it like, dude, straight auction style. You know, $25 going is the first bid. $25 going once. That's $30 for the woman in green. All right, $45 for the man in red.
On stage or at the merch table?
On stage, right on stage.
That's awesome.
Yeah, we sold like each item fucking couple $100.
That's awesome, dude.
Yeah.
I'm fucking stupid with that shit. As much as I fucking say that shit, like, you know, I tell other bands that and stuff, like, you know, I don't have the fucking nerve to do that shit.
Right.
Never
well,
did.
We did it for Nimvind.
Yeah. Like,
if they don't like your band, Here's $20 to not come back.
For instance, you know, one thing we've never done in the history of our band, and I could say that you've never done it too,
What?
that we have never upsold something with our autograph. We've never sold something with our autographs on it ever. Or, well, I mean, like the Gotham Road CDs were fucking.
Right. Yeah, I mean,
that's because it was a CDR.
not,
we had to do something.
Yeah, we didn't upsell it on purpose.
Yeah, we've never upsold
right.
something because of an autograph ever in any band at any point in time. Fucking, we were laughing the other day. Where we were talking about this, like, about someone mentioned like Doomsday and Darrow having like a very similar photo shoot, and like I commented of like, well, nobody in Doomsday or Darrow likes to do photo shoots. I think it was in response to something to one of Dean's photo shoots. So it was like, oh, check out Dean's new photo shoots. Guitar's on fire, something like that. And I was like, yeah, it's funny, you know Dean, And fucking, I'm like, could you imagine like if like me or Loki like scheduled a photo shoot personally to have our pictures taken, to like make an 8x10, or like to. And I know that you've never done such a thing. I know I've never done such. Like, and I mounted it to like why don't you get? Why didn't Doomsday or Darrow have photo shoots or because who wants to look at a bunch of pictures of dudes?
Right.
Our demographic is like dudes.
It was like pulling teeth to get us together to do photos.
Yeah.
And like we had to do it
last
at
thing
a time.
We do.
Like, all right, we're rehearsing. I guess we might as well get someone over here and fucking take some pictures.
I was saying, and this is absolutely true with Darrow. The photo shoots that we would have spare for the one single photo shoot that we did have for Plastic Smile, which was
no, there was another one that I saw recently. That was pretty fucking good. It was
Sarah Angel, but that wasn't. Is that what you're talking about in Kentucky?
No,
we
were at Dingbats. We were rehearsing at Dingbats, and we did like a flying V kind of fucking formation.
You weren't there.
Yes, I was. I have the pictures.
At Dingbats?
At Dingbats. I guess we practiced there, or I don't know why we were.
Are you sure that isn't the fucking when Johnny was playing guitar?
Yeah, Johnny was playing guitar.
Is it you and Johnny?
Yep.
Wow, that is a decent picture.
We did the flying V formation. Fucking, it was pretty. That's a pretty decent picture.
Yeah, it's not bad. You're right. I fucking can't even fucking. In my mind's eye, I don't remember you being in that photo shoot.
Yep, I was there.
What I was saying is that all the Darrow photo shoots previous to that were taken spontaneously at a gig because there was a photographer present. And it was like, hey, we don't have any pictures of this band.
Yeah.
So since, could you take a picture of us? It's usually like right before, right after we played or something. And like, like Matt Johnson would be like wearing a fucking Nickelback, the Pantera shirt or something, or like never planned.
Yeah. We were very bad at that.
Not one member of either of those bands was like wanted to look at their own goddamn face on anything.
No, I certainly
didn't. Me neither. Like the line. I'll tell you, like this is like a really odd phenomenon. Like I've read like a paper on this, I believe, or like somewhere. Is like how bizarre it is that like heavy metal fans like who are usually like uber macho and like like and just basically how bizarre it is that if you like look in like the bedroom of a heavy metal fan, their bedroom is covered in like pictures of dudes.
All dudes, yeah.
Yeah, and like I never got that either. Like I related to it because I'm like, yeah, I always felt weird about that too. Like because dude, you remember my room when I was a kid, man? I had posters everywhere, even on the ceiling. And to this day, I have more posters than definitely every single one of you put together. I'll guarantee it. Everyone in the chat put together. I have more posters, wall hangings, clippings, and things that have or do hang on walls.
Joesley just laid the gauntlet down.
Absolutely.
He has more posters than everyone put together in this chat.
I have more full-size posters than everyone put together in this chat.
Bam.
Beyond a shadow of a doubt. I wouldn't question it for a second. It's absurd. I have more posters than room that I've had on walls in any house that I've ever lived in. I could never in my life hang all the posters that I have, but I still keep them. And it's basically because I've kept them since I was a kid and I've always been into the same things. So like, I take care of my stuff. So anything I had when I was 15, I like just as much now, whatever the case. But I've never bought merchandise. I will not wear a t-shirt with a dude's face on it, or like, and it's not like a sexist thing, or it's not like a homophobic thing or anything like that. It's just like it is a little weird, dude. Like I don't like you look around your room after a while, and it's just like you got just a bunch of dudes all over the wall. It's a little weird.
They're great men
like
to look up to. They're fucking icons
absolutely.
of rock.
Icons are one thing, bro, but like it can get out of hand really quick. Like, and you start to look around your room or like your surroundings, and it's like, wow, man, there's no chicks in here. Like, what's up with that? It's not even no chicks. It's just like, I don't know. I'm not a fan personally of merchandise that has people's names and faces on it. I think it's I don't know. And to be honest with you, I don't want to look at my fucking face or Loki's face or Matt Johnson's face or Mikey's face, fucking Jake or Brian, right? Like, I'm good, dog. Like I don't.
That one picture we did, like that photo shoot we did took, like some of those pictures just like look like Dawson's Creek. We're hanging out, especially the full color ones. Just we're out in the sun.
Which ones?
I don't know. We're standing by that fucking light post or whatever the fuck we're like hanging out by, and like it's fully sunny, blue skies, beautiful. Fucking.
What band?
It's Darrow. Fucking.
Do you remember when we were in Kentucky? Sarah Angel took it. It was on the first Darrow tour.
We're sitting on the steps.
I wanted to do the photo shoot. It was my idea because I wanted to do it because like, dude, every band, and this is excellently fucking illustrated in Darrow and Doomsday's photo shoots, is that every band from New Jersey has a photo shoot in one of three settings. It's always like in front of a building, in front of a warehouse, or on a loading dock, and like train tracks in the background. Every fucking New Jersey band has the same photo shoot, same basic landscape around them, So like we were in Kentucky,
we have a lot of factories and train tracks.
It's the only like interesting landscape that fucking like in our area. So every band has,
or like underneath the bridge next to the river,
or it's against a brick wall.
Right.
It's always something like that. So like when we were in Kentucky with Sarah Angel, like I think we had like a week off or something like that, and fucking not a week, but we had some days off, and fucking I was so like, let's do a photo shoot because it doesn't look like New Jersey here. Like we won't have the same photo shoot as every other fucking band.
It's Ohio.
Yeah. There's like tall, weird grass and different shrubbery, but I mean, we didn't distribute those photos either because we weren't a three-piece. But every other picture of that band is in a club after a show we played.
Right.
And fucking, what band was the worst at photo shoots? It was Gotham Road.
Yeah.
The worst. I don't think that we ever got one single picture of the band that was ever acceptable. Most of them would be like heavily edited, heavily photoshopped, like mishmashed together. I don't think we ever in the history of the band got an acceptable picture of the entire band. Ever. It was always a problem. But we did have, oddly enough, that is the one band that we did have a t-shirt with our faces on it.
Right.
Which was a great selling shirt too. Which, by the way, I remember years ago printing that shirt. And we eventually had lost, we had to reprint that shirt at one point. And we didn't have the art for it. We lost it somehow.
So
a couple months ago, I found the art for it.
I just posted a picture. I guess it'll pop up soon on your fucking.
Yeah. Where's that? That that's the same day as the other one that we use.
Yeah.
We use that for something.
We just look like we're like starting an episode of Dawson's Creek.
Yeah, Mikey. That's because of Mikey. He looks like he's handsome. Mikey looks like the singer of the band there. If like I was to presume who the singer was, it would be Mikey. Absolutely. It's a good find. Yo, I just got a notification. Uber Eats. Love a good deal.
Damn. Yeah, they got that Burger King thing going on.
Fuck Burger King. Unless we're in Europe.
Right. Let's see. Hold on. We look hard as fuck in this one. Jesus.
Certainly don't look like a
Whatever.
punk band. We never did.
Right. Here we go. Damn. Yeah. That's a punk rock band right there, dude.
I don't see it yet. Yeah, wait for the delay.
It'll pop up.
It's coming. Yeah. That's the picture we used.
Yeah.
Does not look like a punk rock band.
Look hard as fuck. Even Mikey looks hard.
I'm wearing a terrible t-shirt in that picture too. I'm wearing a Dead Girl shirt. You ever seen the movie Dead Girl? It's fucking awful. That movie's canceled as fuck. You're wearing a goddamn NWA shirt. Well,
still got it. Still there somewhere.
Matt Johnson's wearing that's like a rolling paper shirt. Like it's like some like Rastafarian rolling paper t-shirt. Mikey's the only one who did good. Well, that's not true. Mikey was the only one who did the right thing there. He wore like a solid color t-shirt. I do have more pics of men than every one of us. That's true. You want to know something funny, Loki?
Tracy is asking you to tell a story of "Give me that damn ham."
I don't, give me that goddamn ham. I know that that's a Billy Bones quote. I don't. I mean, I know the story, but I don't remember it well enough to tell it. I just know that we were on the road and not eating well. And I think someone like took the ham off their sandwich, and Billy Bones fucking like someone like took the ham and like threw it aside or something. Like, and he just like everyone's looking at it for a little while, and Billy was just like, "Give me that damn ham!" And just like picked up the ham, threw it on a sandwich. Yeah, that's fucked up. I was watching some video the other day, which I haven't more of than anyone would ever fucking believe as well. Like old Mr. Monster footage, and fucking on that fucking Blitz Kid Mr. Monster tour. There's a lot of fucking funny stories that relate to food on those tours, or at least in my memory, because like we were so fucking broke, right? Like so broke that at one point the band had invested.
By the way, there's some proof that I was at that photo shoot, Joe.
Oh, there you are. Wearing a DH shirt. You know something else about our photo shoots that's really funny? That's the best lineup of Darrow Company right there.
Right.
With all due respect to everyone else, that was the most intense cities fucking lineup of the band. Mr. Monster and Blitz Kid had like splurged on a case of like peanut butter crackers. And like we were supposed to be like real stoked by this.
Okay.
And I'm like, I mean, like people tell fuck crazy tourist stories and shit like that. Like, and to me, it wasn't even that crazy when we were living it. But looking back, like we literally did eat peanut butter crackers like for a long time because we definitely couldn't afford to feed the band or have any type of per diem, or nor did any of us have the money to come to the tour with money to feed ourselves. Pre-internet, pre-PayPal. I guess we could have Western Union something, but no one was gonna Western Union me. That's like the days of fucking when we were using the payphone for fucking, payphones and beepers, Ain't no one Western Union does shit. But yeah, man, there's a lot of video footage of us eating these peanut butter crackers, man. And there's another food related story from that tour that I always remember is that there's a day that it was one of the biggest fights Mr. Monster had ever gotten in. One of probably the second biggest. We like got into such a big fight we almost like broke up on the road about it.
Really?
Yeah. There's two of them, and they're on the same tour. One's food related, one's weed related.
Right.
But and I'm gonna out Jason and Goolsby here because, and I don't know this to be fact, and I like since I was like 17, I believe this to be the case. That's awesome. Please send me that picture.
Yeah.
Um, remember when someone challenged? Someone wrote to me, fucking disbelieving that Jason sang on fucking WHB
Right.
or sang on Dead Don't Care or something like that.
There it
Like
is.
like they thought they were like milking. That they thought that I was milking my way onto some Mr. Monster playlist or something
Right.
like by including our songs and something with Jason related. Like, motherfucker, dude sings on those fucking songs, dude.
Yeah. That's
Two of
that
them.
part. This is like the Dead Don't Care stuff right here.
Probably, yeah, that
And then
because that was what he sang on Alone.
yeah,
Otherwise, he
and
was in the
then
gangs.
here's us in the gangs.
Yep.
That's him doing stuff with in WHB.
Yep.
Remember, we're like, yo, who the fuck? Who the fuck is singing out of key? We had to fucking suss it out, and it was fucking Mikey Wasted. We were like blaming it on someone else, but it would happen to be Mikey.
Yeah, young Robbie Bloodshed there.
Yeah.
Lucky guy being in that room. Fucking whatever the case. Jason and Goolsby, who had all the money, left me, Tracy, Billy, Germs, Ed back at the hotel room, and those motherfuckers just disappeared for hours. Now I don't know this to be fact, but I believe this since I was 17, and I think that it was pretty common, like that we all kind of knew it. But those motherfuckers disappear all the time and leave us behind. It's like none of us ate. We were always angry. We were fucking, we had no idea how much money we did or didn't have. We weren't privy to it. But those motherfuckers are always gone way too long, came back way too fucking happy to fucking be in the same scenario we were in. What the fuck were they doing all day? So they brought back like a bag of Arby's for us.
Right.
And I mean, I'm a little picky. Like I would like God, and I have a ketchup pet peeve. I don't eat anything with ketchup on it. I'd rather die than eat ketchup. I'd rather starve than eat something with ketchup on it. So I guess I got like I was get like the bag was like 7 roast beef sandwiches or something. Like they had like ketchup or mustard on them or something like that.
Right.
Something I wouldn't have eaten. And like I got it, and and like I was like, like, and I knew the situation we were in, and I didn't want to be disrespectful or not eat it, but I wasn't gonna fucking eat it, even though we were really hungry.
Right.
And it was like nice of them to have gotten that for us, like, or as it was put, And I remember, I think I just like, like hid my sandwich or something like that, and like someone, probably Jason, definitely Jason, saw that I didn't eat my sandwich, and I got in trouble.
Yeah. I think I've
I
heard this
got
from Jason.
in trouble. Like I didn't appreciate it. Like fucking, I didn't fucking. Whew, whew, Joe get in trouble. It became fucking argument, and it was like, well, why aren't you guys eating no Arby's sandwich? Like, where's your guys' Arby's? Oh, you got Arby's at Arby's, or did you even go to Arby's? What?
Yeah. What'd you
Where
guys get at
where
Arby's?
you guys
Did you
been?
get this?
Yeah, you're gonna yell at me for it, motherfucker.
Yeah.
I would, I said thank you. I was polite. I hid my
Right.
sandwich. I probably would have gave it to Billy later, or something like that.
Or Germs. Was Germs there? Germs would have eaten it.
Yeah, I was very discreet and hidden about it. The other time, the time that Mr. Monster literally almost broke up on the road was, you probably heard this too. One of the first time, it was the first time I think we went out with Paulie Lifeless. Paul brings Diane on the road with him. And Mr. Monster was traveling in Ed's truck, and like his pickup truck, Jason's pickup truck, which only fit 2 people. Like 2.5, because I think there's gear in the back seat. So Paul and fucking Diane were forced to be in the truck with me, Germs and Ed. And Jason had promised Paulie and fucking Diane that we wouldn't be smoking weed the entire time.
Right.
That no weed would be smoked around them.
Nope.
To be fair,
did he not tell you? Did he just forget to tell you?
No, Jason told us that. That was told to us strictly. But see, here's the thing: is like I was like very in Mr. Monster and the part of the band, and like I was able to follow those rules no problem. I'm just like I'm still like that, dude. Like I smoke weed, but fucking like I could take it or leave it. I don't need to smoke weed every day. I don't even, I could probably pass a drug test right now, to be honest with you.
Is it just the fact that the other guys are they're roughing it out, not getting paid? You're going to tell them what to fucking do, kind of thing?
There's that, but we were in goddamn Ed's truck. Ed was paying for all the gas in his own truck that he bought for us to be on the road, driving 16 hours across the country to not do what's comfortable. We weren't allowed to smoke cigarettes or fucking weed in his truck. And like, you remember Germs and Ed back then, and fucking me by proxy, because fucking, if they're doing it, what am I doing? Like, what difference does it make if I do at that point? I sure, we're smoking weed, I'll fucking smoke weed with you, but fucking, but before that in the band, I just, Jason didn't like us fucking smoking, and fucking, he didn't want it around, and fucking, I was fine with that. Like it was easy for me because I never bought weed. But when the fellas were around, we were smoking, I'd smoke, And I guess we got like 50% through the trip before Ed and Germs were just like, fuck this, bro. We're paying for gas. We bought this truck to be on this tour. We paid for the fucking merch for Ed. Right. I want to smoke a bowl, smoke a bowl. And fucking, so they do it. And I smoked with them because, I mean, at that point, what difference did it make, Fucking, was it not smoke to get those two in trouble? So I could fucking say, and man, we get out of the rest stop, and someone says something to Jason that we smoked in the fucking truck, and a fucking war ensued. And I mean, to this day, I would say the same thing. I mean, like, I would have respected that situation and honored Jason's word, no problem. But the problem was that Ed was not in the band. Germs was brand new to the band. They put a lot of money, a lot of time, and were doing all the work for the situation. And you're going to tell them what they can and can't do in their own vehicle? Like, he shouldn't have made that promise to begin with, or he wasn't in the place to make that promise. But holy shit, was there a fight, dude? Well, and oh yeah. And I mean, I think it was also perpetuated by the fact that at the end of the day, Jason knew that he didn't have much of a leg to stand on too. Like it was like a lot. Ed bought 2 vehicles for Mr. Monster, and every single murder for hire shirt is Ed's. Everyone.
Yeah, huh?
Yep, everyone. Ed, if you remember when Ed was bankrolling Mr. Monster hard back then, dude.
That's true.
Like seriously, he never got compensated for it either. Like, I mean, like, crazy. We almost broke up about that shit, dude. That was a war.
Where the fuck is Ed these days?
Ed's fucking doing better than all of us, dude. He's the champ. Oh God, yeah, dude. Ed owns his own house. He's got a wife, a kid. His fucking kid's fucking old. His kid's smart and doing shit. Fucking, he's got a great job. He still goes out every night and fucking parties, fucking probably harder and more often than me and you. Oh, fucking, yeah, like Ed's got it the realest of all of us, dude. Like Ed's got the whole package, like whole package, and and he's not a piece of shit either, dude. He's fucking Ed still goes out every night and fucking parties, man. But the wife, kids, Ed. The job, the house, the whole thing, dude.
Excellent. I like when people are successful. Great
Me
job,
too,
Ed.
man. Me too.
I don't hate on people fucking. You know,
And he
some
keeps
people
it
get
real.
shitty because, like, you know, look at that guy with all that success. Like, not me, man. I fucking love it when people fucking
Yep.
get up and fucking get out and do it.
Yeah, he does the right thing too, man. You know, he's a stand up, and he takes care of his family, and he's fucking still one of the boys. You know what I'm saying? He's never fallen out socially or like been like, oh, I can't hang out tonight. I got fucking I'm married now. I got a kid and I got a job to do. And
Right.
you're like, how many and you know, even if you're one of those dudes, like rightfully so. But like, it's usually like, you know, dudes get comfortable
The
in that
family,
and use it a
all
little
that
as an
stuff.
excuse.
All that stuff is the excuse.
Yeah.
The real reason is I don't want to fucking hang out.
Or you're just
I don't want to do all this shit. But they use the fucking kid and wife as an excuse of like, yeah, you know.
Nah, the
got
excuse is
kid in
usually
the
the wife,
oven.
dude. It's the wife. They're in the box. That's what it is.
Yeah, right.
All four walls that box them in.
Yep.
That's straight up. They be in the doghouse to hang out with Joe and Loki. Please. Yo, you ain't going out with Joe and Loki. I don't want to go on. Ed made that work, dude. Ed made the whole shebang work. He really is. Like I'm not even fucking saying anything.
Yeah.
Man. Like he is the most well-rounded. He did better than all of us at the end of the day, dude. You know, whole package, dude. Still married.
Yeah. That's actually a rare feat for most of my friends.
His kid's almost an adult. His kid's like 16 or 17.
Is he our only friend that remained married? Is everyone else at least divorced once at this point? I don't know anyone that's remained married.
We don't
tough.
have a lot of friends who are married, though, to be fair. There's not an awful lot.
I know a lot of people that got married and they're all divorced that I can think of.
Because you're old, dude.
By the way, I'm 42 in a few hours.
Tomorrow, yeah. In a few hours.
Damn.
Yeah,
42.
Right. Well, happy birthday, Loki.
Cheers. I'm drinking lemonade.
You know, I'll tell you this much. You've softened up over the years.
I have. At home.
I almost vomited the other night fucking hearing your fucking Blackout Friday disclaimer. You're trying to take some moral high road. You're fucking full of shit, bro. No, you're not full of shit, but fucking you're like, oh, I can't be responsible for people getting drunk. Fucking a Loki of fucking 5 years ago would have smacked you in the mouth for saying that. You are the number one motherfucker to get motherfuckers as drunk as fuck.
No, it's not that I'm responsible for getting people drunk. It's that I can't finish a show without them just being fucking hammered. Like, the whole purpose of this show is to, like,
I understand.
Talk and be entertaining.
Listen, I'm not saying
By the end of the show, that dude, like, Isaac was looking at the camera like this.
I don't think Isaac was the worst. He was pretty bad. I don't know Isaac well enough to know how good or bad he was, but I still think Dean takes the taco there, dude.
Yeah, Howie was pretty bad, dude.
You know, that's another thing. I don't know Howie enough to know that for sure. Howie never appeared quite as bad as you said he was. I have to take your word for it.
Maybe I just know that face.
Yeah, you know.
Right. That was the I didn't eat before we drank face, and now I can't get words out.
You know what would be really funny is like if there's ever like a day that like you don't have much time and you want to stay on schedule and you like, or like someone drops out, you could do a Mikey Wasted episode and do like a 15-minute episode before you cancel them. You know, like if you ever need to do a short one, bring Mikey on. We've talked about this.
He's been highly outspoken lately.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I've seen a few things.
I see.
It just happens. Like, I don't know. Maybe the algorithm of Facebook like has whatever Mikey posts first for me. Yeah, it's always right up there.
Yeah, Facebook chooses your friends. Absolutely.
I don't fucking scroll nothing, dude. Those days are over. Yeah. But Mikey Wasted seems to be like right. Like, I turn Facebook on.
Yeah, it changes every couple months, but Facebook chooses your friends for you.
Yeah.
I don't see Mikey as much. I see Mikey the most on chat with other people. Like I seem to tend to walk into rooms and Mikey is on video chat with people.
Really?
That's the most often I see him, actually. Like, I'll just like, walk into the other room and there's Mikey on chat with fucking whoever I'm around.
Right.
He don't video chat me. I talk to him when he's on video chat with other people, and I happen to walk in.
That's hilarious. He has video chatted me just randomly at certain times.
Yeah, do you remember those fucking Devil's Wine videos?
The what?
Devil's Wine. Mikey Wasted used to send me and you videos of himself.
Oh, right.
Where he would just like rather than write us an email or send us a text message like anyone normal would do, Mikey would send us videos of just like, hey Loki, what's up? Fucking, oh, I had an idea. I was thinking, blah blah, and check out this song. And he'd play you a song. He'd be like 20 minutes of like him listening to a song and fucking.
It was like a YouTube reaction video, but
of
he
him
was
listening
talking to us.
Yep. Dude, I have this video still. Do you remember that he videotaped himself? All right, we recorded the first demo of WHB. We sent it to Mikey, and Mikey recorded his reaction to it.
Reaction,
and sent it to us. Which, how awesome in retrospect. But we have a video of Mikey hearing WHB for the first time, and it is incredible. We have a genuine first reaction video to Mikey hearing WHB.
It was normal up until the breakdown, and then he lost his shit.
Yeah, dude, he like standing up, he's dancing, he's fucking, and he's just, I love you guys.
Like, the first half of the song, like, he's into it. It's, it's a skate punky song, whatever. So he's just like bopping his head. But yeah, I get this. That breakdown comes in, and he loses his fucking mind. It was a fucking full brain explosion.
Mikey's, you see, like as soon as you started this podcast, I thought about it. I'm like, one of the first things that I thought about is like, oh man, he can never have Mikey on the podcast. And I think I said something to you. And you're like, oh yeah, Mikey's never coming on the podcast. It's true.
Yeah.
He'd probably
there's no telling what he would say.
There's no telling what he would say. There's no telling. Could you imagine like having Mikey on a Blackout Friday?
No.
Could you, if you had Mikey on any day of the week?
Yeah.
It would be probably equivalent to a Blackout Friday. It'd probably be equivalent to the worst Blackout Friday. Could you imagine talking to Mikey on the podcast for 3 hours?
No.
You know how much damage he could do in 2 to 3 hours?
Definitely. I would have to keep that one short.
He would offend everything and everyone.
Yeah.
Easy. No problem. Quick. Real quick. 10 minutes out of the gate, he'd say something fucking highly controversial.
Yeah.
Now, you see, it's not that Mikey's a bad person or he's a dick. Mikey's a great guy. He's one of the best people ever, actually. Mikey Drew of the Day and Mikey Wasted.
I would need Rick Carrillo. If you're here, we now need a disclaimer form. The views of my guests do not exactly reflect the views of the host.
Yeah. Well, if you remember, we had several levels of Mikey, like so much that we had to give him several names, like for different personalities at different times of day. There was Mikey Wasted.
Lukewarm.
Yes. There was Lukewarm, Mikey Wasted, Mikey Schwasted. There was Miley Wasted.
Yeah, Miley Wasted.
Fuck, there were there was another one, bro. Kind of like Lukewarm. I think it was his porno name. I found this update on Facebook the other day, and it was fucking awful. And I totally remembered like writing it when I read it. It was like one of those Facebook memories, and it was like, fuck, what did it say? It was like, hey guys, today fucking, it was really weird. Mikey, Loki offered Mikey a shot, and he declined. Like breaking news. Like Mikey didn't want to drink today, and then 5 minutes later, I look over and I saw Dean holding Mikey down on the bed and Loki pouring whiskey into his mouth. And it was total. I remember that fucking wholeheartedly, dude. I could
That
see it
was
in my
right after a
mind.
frog splash too. I frog
Yeah,
splashed him first.
Mikey Wasted is our fault. He really is. I mean,
He
like
was
he's his own
already
fault
no,
too.
no, no, nope, 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 nope. I will not. Not at all. Mikey Wasted was already Mikey Wasted well before
Sure,
we got our
sure,
hands on
sure,
him,
sure, sure, sure,
because he
sure.
was already a liability with Dead and Wasted, and that's why we actually questioned ourselves to
Yes,
even having him in. Like, dude, like if the guy who
but
tortured Dead and Wasted shows up with us, like I don't know about this. So I
but
do not take any responsibility, any, not nil nutter for
listen,
Mikey Wasted.
you're right about that. However, we encouraged and instigated that persona and
Right.
created that monster. We encouraged the monster that is Mikey Wasted.
I mean, you could say that about all of us.
We
Like,
abs
you guys encouraged the monster that I became.
you could
You
say
could say
that, yes.
that. We could all say
I
that
guess you
about
could
each
say that
other.
of anybody, yes.
Yeah, yeah,
I could say that of you, absolutely.
yeah. Exactly. We could all just. This
You're
is.
right. I could run my demise to your fault too.
We were just perpetuating each other's fucking awful
Thing,
behavior.
yeah, absolutely. That's why I say this all the time to people. Like a lesson I've learned later in life is that, and this is totally for real. I'm not kidding around. You never tell someone who they are or how they are,
Right.
because when you tell someone who and how they are or what you think of them or what the perception of them is, you enable that, or you allow you're telling that person that this is how people see you and accept you as, and if you're liked, then they like you for being this person. So that makes
Right.
all of your behavior as that character, as that persona, acceptable. And depending on the terms of that is not always good.
Yeah, it's not always good.
Not always good. I mean, and that becomes, it's to different degrees. Like I will, without being like crazy about it. Um,
Well, you got to
like
figure we're entertainers. It's like just think instead of musicians, we're wrestlers. Like
sure,
our gimmick is fucking amplified whenever we got that entertainer hat on or we're out in public like that.
well,
Our
to go with
fucking our main traits are amplified to a fucking 100.
sure to go with Mikey though, we are. I'll tell you this is that Mikey during the day is one of my best friends. Like he
Right.
is like Mikey knows my family, my niece and nephew. My niece and nephew know his name. Like Mikey is a great kid during the day. Once you get, but he's also like kind of muted and quiet, and he's not
Yeah.
Mikey. Once he gets some booze in him, he's fun. Like during the day, he's a little bit of a pill, to be honest with you. Or he can be a little bit of a pill. So fucking, it gets. We expect Mikey to be Mikey or to fulfill the Mikey role amongst our social gathering.
Right.
When he doesn't, or when he's quiet, or when he's moody, we get aggravated with him. So that's when Dean holds Mikey down and Loki pours whiskey in his mouth.
Right.
That also creates the monster. And that's what I mean by we are responsible for that. We have totally enabled the Mikey Wasted, Mikey Wasted, and that's where I disagree with you. In my case, for instance, like I could put this of like you and Michael, like me, you and Michael. The dynamic of the three of us is I was the youngest one, so like I was like I would say stupid things and everyone would laugh. I would say something absurd and everyone would laugh. I would highly disagree with everything that everyone else says and everyone would laugh. That became my role to say
Right.
those things. That became
I think you made it your role, and
you play your role.
also,
You
yeah,
absolutely, that's what I'm saying. Just as much as Mikey did as anyone else. When you accept that when people tell you or you have an awareness of who you are as to a dynamic of people, like where you fit into a social situation, if it works and it's likable or people think it's funny or you accept it. You know what I'm saying?
right. It's just that there's a time and place for everything. Like Hulk
Yes.
Hogan's not going to be Hulk Hogan to
Sure.
when he fucking gets out from the fucking
Sure.
But
I mean, like, as to our like when you go back like Gotham Road or like in situations of the Mike Grace band, I was the jester. I was the young dumb kid. Like, and as we got older, I was not young and dumb anymore, but I was expected to be the young dumb kid in that situation.
I don't think so at all.
Sure.
I think I think more was expected of you, and we didn't see it happening.
No, because I would still be treated as such.
No, I disagree.
I disagree.
I expected more of you, which is why my anger became like.
I don't blame you for it.
I started picking on you a little bit because I expected more.
Well, sure, but you already fucking knew what. You knew that I was capable of and did more than that. But in those specific instances, that's not my place. Like old habits die hard. And when you put Joe, Loki, and Michael in a situation, Joe's the kid. Or Joe's the stupid one or the silly one or the fucking one who says crazy shit or fucking whatever.
Well, guess what? You'll never have to worry about that again because we'll never be together again.
Sure. But I mean, it's true I noticed it a lot because in most bands I'm always was the youngest one, and because I was in those situations as a kid. I've always been the youngest in every one of these bands, so I've always been treated that way, and it's always been accepted that I act that way, and it's almost like it's celebrated that I act that way. For instance, dude, my reputation as a pothead, for instance, precedes me so far that it's so far. I mean, you fucking lived with me. I don't smoke nearly as much pot as the people around us do. But for some reason, that's become Joe or my persona or fucking that I get fucked up and do silly things. But on the real, just as much as Mikey wasted, like anything like that, like I'm probably the least pothead of our group, to be honest with you. I still like smoking pot, like getting fucked up. I like drinking rumble days. But like I don't fucking do that every day.
It's hard when your rep fucking precedes you, man.
Absolutely.
But it's also like me getting
it's totally true.
Like even like Goolsby, like, yo man, Loki's from New Jersey, so
you being brash.
He's gonna say like things and
at some point.
He doesn't. Yes. There's not some like ulterior motive behind it. He's just telling you exactly how it flies out of his fucking mouth. That's it.
And I'm not saying it's shitty of you or me or anyone else or Mikey or anyone, but like when you have a reputation and people, when you hear that third party or whatever, like, and people accept it of you and you're liked for it and it's not a bad thing, you play that role. You know what I'm saying? Like you're expected to play that role in that social dynamic, be it a band, be it friends or whatever. Sometimes it most of the time bites in the ass, dude. Most of the time bites in the ass. I'm not shitting on it, me or you or anyone else.
Pick a fucking better role. That's all I gotta say.
Sure,
you want a fucking good role? Pick a better one.
Absolutely.
You always got there's always time to change your fucking
That's not
role.
Fair. You don't get to pick
There's always time to change your role.
I will I'll always be the youngest one.
Right.
And I'll always have that much respect. So I'll always be respected as the kid as to this group of people, like this, because that's how it is, man. It's like you and your brother, dude. You will always be the older brother. You will never, Chris will never be wiser than you, even if he is wiser than you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
right.
When you establish these initial relationships,
I think that's debatable. I think he's already surpassed the wiseness.
But I mean, like, is the dynamic of you two that you go to Chris for advice, though? Or that,
yeah.
Exactly. Like, those things stick, man. I'm not shitting on any of us for it. Everyone's, subject to it, and it's just true of any social dynamic or any band or company or group or anything like that, man. It's I mean, fuck, if I fucking knew that, if I realized that when I was a kid, man, fucking maybe I would have fucking acted older or been less of fucking,
Right.
you guys laughed a lot when I said retarded things. So I would say mad retarded shit all the time because you guys laughed, and that was my role in that cog, like in that group.
I
As is
guess I don't see
everyone
it
else.
that way. Because
I
you
do.
you always have control over your fucking
I'm not saying
destiny.
necessarily
You know
of
what I
me.
mean?
Yes, that's not always true, man. People, you sometimes you can't change that, man. Like I said, it is very much like an
I
older,
guess.
like siblings.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That I
I
don't think a
refuse
band
to. I
or
refuse to accept that there's no changing your fucking how people, the outlook of other people of you. I refuse to accept that.
I would like to refuse to accept it. I'd like to agree with you, but in my experiences, it's never been so.
All right.
There are people who I've surpassed in experience or um know-how or that regardless, we still remained we had the same dynamic that we initially had in the initial relationship. And it was like and the relationship was unable to pass that point. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And that's okay. You
Mm,
just stop talking to them. Like you grow apart. It's
but
not that you
no.
stop talking to them. You just grow. You go your separate
Yeah,
way.
but some people you have history with, and that's just what it is. So
Yeah.
you fulfill your place in that relationship to get along or make the situation happen, and you hope for the best.
Yeah.
You have to expect of other people to advance that. You don't. I could tell you fucking I'm not this or that or he's not this or that all you want, but listen. At the end of the day, if all of you think I'm an asshole and a drunk or something like that, if I don't drink every day and I'm fucking the nicest dude in the world, at the end of the day, if I die tomorrow, I'm an asshole and a drunk. If that's
Right.
what everyone thinks, man. You are, perception is reality, dude.
Perception's reality. I say
That's
that
what
a
it
lot.
is.
And
That's true, man. I mean, you are. It's sad to say, dude. Like, but you are what people think of you, and that's why, dude. I am. I always say this. No one ever. People laugh at me about it all the time, but like, it's probably the least punk rock thing I'll ever say. But I care what people think about me so much, and I think anyone who doesn't is a liar or insane because you are what people think of you.
yeah,
Because when
I
you
see.
die,
I'm split down. Like
you're that. You don't get to
I'm
change.
not that I'm split down the middle of that. It's just that I walk a line between caring and not caring. Because at some point, honestly, if I'm not your cup of tea, then I'm not your cup of tea, and I'm okay with that. I'm not. I don't
Sure.
need everyone to like me.
Me
Don't need
too.
it.
Dude,
Also, but I also don't try to fucking. I'm not trying to fucking be everyone's enemy either. That's not what I'm trying to be.
I'll tell
So
you, it's been one of the biggest lessons that I've learned in the past like couple years of my life. My newest adult lesson probably would be that sometimes in life you make decisions or have to make decisions, or you're going to make decisions that aren't going to make you the nicest, the coolest, and most popular guy.
yeah,
But that doesn't mean that is the right decision to make. I personally, I'm a people pleaser, man. Like I will sacrifice my happiness or my mm, comfort for the person I'm sitting next to all the time. I still am like that. Whether I want to or choose to or not, sometimes I'm not aware of it. I can deal with Joe. Like I can deal with my moods and shit like that. If I'm a sponge for other people's moods, I've always been. Like if you're unhappy, you're uncomfortable, you're hungry, you want this, I need that too because I don't want to hear you bitch about it, or I don't, like, or it makes me uncomfortable to be around, or I sponge people's um moods or his vibes so bad that at the end of the day, dude, I just want you to be happy. And that's not a great quality to be honest with you, but it is. Like
right.
at the end of the day, I will bend to most people to fucking make them happy ahead of myself. Some situations, it's not so bad. It doesn't matter. Fucking I made it fucking 38 years of my life fucking without it mattering that much. I mean probably like 32. But like it does start to fucking matter eventually too though. Like And I'll tell you, man, like I said, my newest, in the last couple of years, had to make a lot of decisions that are against that initial Joe. You know what I'm saying? Like you know,
I don't know. I
like
think in the recent
sometimes,
present, you've been making good decisions.
yeah, I'm
Yeah.
happy to hear that. Happy to hear that.
Um.
I'm not saying I've been making bad ones. I think they're good, and that's why I'm making them.
Right.
But I mean, like,
I happen to agree with whatever you're doing right now.
fucking, thank you. But you know, that doesn't, because you agree with it doesn't necessarily mean the
Right.
world or the greater fucking,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
there are things, man. Like in the damnedest place. I'm not speaking musically, professionally, anything like that, but like strange places, man. Sometimes I saw Gouldsby say it in a Blitzkid video, and I liked it. Is sometimes the best decisions are the hardest decisions. And it's true, man. Very true. I've been learning the lesson every day of sometimes you got to fucking do things that fucking aren't going to make the rest of the world happy, and just because it doesn't make everyone else happy, like doesn't mean shit. Sometimes you got to fucking ruffle the feathers and piss people off because you know it's right.
Joe.
Hopefully, in the end, it sees itself through, but I've yet to see that end of it.
Right. Well, don't worry. We'll be dead soon.
Yeah, I know, right? How many years? I said 27 for my own death pool, because that would be very typical.
Yeah.
I'm 38. You're like, wait, is it 12 yet? You're like
I'll
fucking,
be
you're 52, right?
I'll be 42 tomorrow.
Tomorrow, what time is it?
It's 9 o'clock almost.
9 o'clock in Jersey. It's fucking, you're like 50.
It's 10. Yeah. Fucking the scare. You know, what's scary is my mom died at 43.
I know, dude. I was seeing you say
So
that the other day.
it can happen any fucking time.
My dude, I think about that as well. If you remember, my mom was sick around my age too.
Yeah.
I mean, younger than me. She was like, if I was 18, she was 28. Or if I was 17, 16, my mom got sick. 26. Can you imagine? At 36, Jesus.
So
Yeah,
yeah, you know,
26.
when my appendix started hurting like the other day, you just never know.
Yo, did you ever go to the hospital or the doctor about that, or did it just go away?
It just went
It
away.
stopped hurting. Yeah, it's fucked up, man.
I'm like, I was brought back to the Goolsby story of like how bad he was in pain and like
It
some
was
of the
awful.
symptoms that you guys were talking about him having, and I'm like, well, I don't feel that. So until I start feeling like that, I'm gonna sit right the fuck here and just endure whatever's happening. And then it just went away.
You're
So
talking about you're talking to a motherfucker who literally, and I'm not joking you at all. The last time I went to a doctor was for my senior year's annual checkup. So I was 17 years old, or I think I was actually 18 because I got my back. That would mean that in 2000 was the last time I went to a doctor.
damn.
2000. That means I've been 20 years. 20 years since I've been to a doctor. It's 20 years since my last checkup.
I saw one. Well, I've had checkups because when I worked for Sony,
Yeah.
you could just get it done there. But the last time I really went to go see a doctor was I had that pinched nerve in my neck, and I went to the ER and they fucking shot me up with some steroids.
I told you what happened. I told you when I thought I was worried about my appendix. My little sister's had her appendix, I believe, removed or had her appendicitis.
Right.
It's crazy. I mean, like it's really crazy because I didn't even know about it. Like she had her appendix removed, and I like missed the whole thing. It was like, Harley, you can get that done real quick.
Yeah.
But whatever the case, I went to the doctor. I've had back pain and neck pain my whole life, fucking from head banging and fucking playing shows, whatever. So like my life has been filled with back pain. Just used to it. It's like part of the program. I'm very used to having back pain. But dude, like kind of like you were describing, man, I had pain like on a left or right side. I don't fucking remember. Like that, like didn't feel like my back, dude. And I was like, wow, dude, this is fucked up. Like enough so that the dude who hasn't been to a doctor since his mom took him to a doctor or had to for school, went to an emergency room. And I know I told you this story, but I went to the emergency room in my hometown and I stood
Oh,
there.
that's right.
Yep, I stood there, and the lady who saw me asked me to touch my toes, and she asked me to like stand on one foot or something. You know, like she asked me to do like 2 physical moves. I did that, and the lady goes, "Okay."
Did you do them successfully?
Fucking touch my toes? Fucking fuck you, dude. I can touch them, dude.
I'm
Fucking
just asking. Listen, I'm a host of a podcast. I got to ask you the questions.
listen, man. The fucking fattest I've ever been in my life. I could touch my toes. I could touch my toes, fucking anytime. I could always see my dick and touch my toes. Fucking whatever the case. I do whatever this lady tells me to do, which are like 2 physical moves. She didn't touch me. She didn't look at me. She didn't fucking take my temperature. She didn't fucking take my blood pressure. She never made physical contact with me. And after I did those 2 maneuvers for her, she says, "Sir, are you an intravenous drug user? Or have you ever been an intravenous drug user?" I was like,
What a bitch.
"Excuse me." And she's just like, "Listen, I could write you a prescription of Tylenol 3, but if you could touch your toes, you're fine." And I was like, "What?" I started like giving her chud faces and shit. I'm like,
Right.
what? Like that lady could have asked me if I was an anything else user, probably in the history and annals of things that I could have been. And I would be like, shit. Intravenous drug user is not one of those things.
Right.
I
Why
can't
is that
say
the
that I've
first
ever.
question out of your mouth?
I can't. That's one thing I can't check the box on, dude. You know, like I've never done intravenous drugs in my life, dude. No, I
Right.
understand my appearance. I understand how I look. I
Right.
understand how
It'd be real
society
fucking easy
accepts
for
me.
her to look like at some sort of history. Is there a history of this
If
guy
I
coming
had
in looking for
track
fucking
marks on my
pain? Yeah.
arms, if I had, dude, but that's what I'm saying, man. I have no medical history. It's not like that lady's looking at a chart and says that like this kid's been here all week. Like, guess what she thought was, man? And you know, I'll give it. There's a lot of people in this world, I guess, who fucking I know a lot of nurses, and apparently it's the case, and apparently it's a really sad reality is that there's a lot of people who doctor shop or pill shop or fucking
Right.
and are going in just to go to the emergency room all the time just to like with this and that ailment hoping to get pills. Man, I really thought my appendix, kidneys, fucking liver was fucked, like for real, dog. Like I really never, I had no medical history. There's no way that lady was reading a chart or anything like that. And how unfair, how brutal. What if I
Did you
really like had something wrong? Just like you're
did
saying,
you
man,
just get
it
up
went
and walk?
away.
Did you just get up and walk out, or what was the immediate result
I
of that?
She offered me a prescription to Tylenol 3. And I was just like confused and walked out and said, no, thank you. And I left. That was it. I was like offended and embarrassed, like
What the fuck?
and confused. And I was like, and with that said, I haven't been to a fucking doctor or hospital since. I mean, fuck this, man. They're just going to offend me and ask me to touch my toes. Like, fuck, And like I said, man, I completely understand the way that I look and how society, I've looked like a punk kid since I was a punk kid. So like I
Right.
get it. I understand. Choose to look this way, like I'm covered in tattoos, have long hair, and fucking look like a jerk off. I get it. But like to make the presumption that someone's an intravenous drug user, when they come into an emergency room for pain, that must mean the problem really is that bad, I guess, In retrospect, like I said, telling that story to enough people, and having nurse friends and doctor friends, like, I guess that's just the case, man.
Yeah.
That it's that common that what a shame. What a fucking, I wish something was wrong with me because I would.
Well, Joe,
I would have sued that fucking house. I would have a fucking my own podcast right now.
it's hard to be first class when you're white trash.
Damn right. It'd be at Dimebag Darrow, buddy. It's really bummed me out, and I hate to like you say that, and like I'm citing your reference. Nobody has caught And I'm really disappointed in the chat as well as not you so much because I expect it. I don't expect you to know it, I guess. But none of you have caught my blood running up the walls reference. Not one person.
I think Rick actually has.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What did he say?
I'd have to go up on the chat, but I think he did reference.
I've been referencing that for 3 episodes now.
Yeah.
Or 2 episodes.
Well, 2 episodes. Yeah.
Yeah, to the blood and elfin blood, no less.
But I actually want to fucking actually have it. This is not
blood running up the walls. Yeah, you need to.
Yeah.
Up.
And my fucking
and
my guy. I don't know. I gotta look on Fiverr for it. So.
Yo, bro, fuck Rick, bro. You go on fucking Fiverr, bro. They'll get the fucking blood running sideways.
I could probably get it for 35 cents.
You can get unicorn blood, Mexican prices, dude. Mexican prices, dude. Like, you can get the blood running any way you want, bro. And Fiverr, please. Rick Carrillo.
Send the show on a happy note, Joe.
Happy?
What yeah, like a more upbeat note. Give me your most satisfying time of leaving a stage where you were just like you felt the most satisfied of playing a show, whether you were proud, just fully content, satisfied.
Were we just on a sad note?
Well, we're talking about the nurse giving you fucking.
That ain't sad. That's just funny.
telling you that you look like an intravenous drug user.
That's the fucking world. Ain't sad.
And for a while it was like Joe's couch, like you're laying on the psychiatrist's couch there for a second.
Nah.
So fucking just want to pick it up a little bit.
Oh, because I get fucking highbrow. You see, that's what I'm saying. The second Joe stops talking about fucking jerk off Joe shit, fucking.
No, I just don't want to end it there.
What I mean?
Like, I don't want to end it on like, yeah, the nurse told me I was intravenous drug user, so I went home and took Tylenol. Like,
that's
just a shitty way to fucking end the show.
Yeah,
like lift everyone up.
Especially, I mean, when I'm getting canceled like this. I mean, like there's only like
got one more show. This one and another one.
It was really nice knowing you guys and everything. I've had a lot of fun doing this podcast and everything, and like maybe someone else will have me on a podcast one day, or like
you should probably go on Fiverr and see if there's another show you could jump on.
Bro, you're right. Maybe I could get a guest spot on someone's fucking podcast on Fiverr. My favorite.
I'm gonna go on Cameo and get like hire Snoop Dogg to come on my podcast or something. Can you do that?
On Fiverr?
No, on Cameo.
I don't know if that works like that. Maybe you come on your podcast for like 2 minutes.
Right. That's all I need.
Yeah.
Come on, Snoop. Cool.
You think they cut a promo?
Yo, double G for shizzle, my shizzle.
You think you can? Yeah, you think you can get someone on Cameo to cut you a promo, like do a commercial for you? Yeah, I would say no. I would say there's probably like something, like some regulation that stops them from doing it. Like where they could say "Happy birthday, Loki," like
no, you can get Joe you can get someone. You can get
Happy
someone
birthday,
to cut
Loki.
promo.
You think so? You probably. I think you'd have to pay more than the average rate. Would be my guess.
Like a Jerry only WSOU promo. I could probably get someone to do that.
Well, that'd be cheap
on Cameo. This is Jerry only, and you're
from the Misfits.
You're listening to Talkin Brash. Ah. The hardest rock.
We could probably get someone dressed as Jerry only to do it better for way less.
Right.
I mean,
Weird Al? Do you think I could get Weird Al on the show?
If he's on Cameo, absolutely.
Hey guys, let me know in the comment section who I should go on Cameo and fucking get on my podcast. Even just to do a promo, like a 30-second fucking promo.
Do you remember when Garrett Williams got Winston from the Ghostbusters to hold the Doomsday sticker?
Hell yeah, it was
awesome. There's a Winston from the Ghostbusters holding a Doomsday sticker. My childhood, full circle.
Richard Dicko North is saying, it's okay, Joe. You and him can have Blackout Mondays since you're being canceled.
Yeah. Maybe if I have enough Blackout Mondays, like I could start like a thing and like in a couple years I could have like I'll still, like get some equipment and have my own fucking. I have like a mic in front of me, or like
Yeah.
maybe,
Well, fucking get to it, son.
maybe. I don't like asking for that. I like doing that shit. Did you watch that video I sent you today? The
Which one?
the Darrow Chemical Company Indiegogo video that we made.
Right.
It's unlisted on YouTube.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. You know what? What's funny is that Jeff sent that to me before you sent that to me.
oh, okay. Yeah,
So
I
like
hadn't seen it in
so
years.
Jeff sent it to me, and then like half hour later, you're like, check this out.
Yeah. No, he just sent it to me today, actually, too. So like I had like heightened awareness of like, wow, you really do hate doing that. Huh? Like that, my attitude in that whole video is like, damn. Like the premise of that video is me and you arguing that like I hate fucking doing crowdfunding or
It played it. Yeah,
socially begging for money or
we
like,
played out reality.
yeah, we did. And you were right at the end of the day. You're absolutely right. But it doesn't change that I don't like doing that shit.
Yeah, we played out the actual
Motherfucker,
conversation.
I have too much dignity for my own damn good. Fucking whatever the case. My favorite time walking off stage, is that what you asked?
The most satisfied you felt walking off a stage, whether it be because you, I don't know, you were proud of yourself, or just the feeling you got from fan. Like, just I want to know like the most satisfied you felt walking off a stage. Like, yeah, I fucking did something tonight. Like, you know.
I think my answer would be unusual to you. And I don't know if the story is nice to tell. The truth, anyway.
Well, tell it in a way that whoever doesn't get mad.
There are lots of Blitz Kid shows that I could say I'm sure I felt that way because it's like in Europe, we did a lot of awesome shows.
Right.
But there's so many that I don't know I could pick one. Very proud, very satisfied. I played way bigger, more satisfying shows than that I didn't feel like that walking off stage. With you, and I know you felt the same too. My most satisfied time walking off stage was with Darrow Chemical Company at Dingbats. And it was the night that Steve Zing came up and sang for us.
Oh, right on.
We did that Misfit set, and it has nothing to do. Well, not nothing, but it's not because Steve Zing came up and sang with us. That's not why. It has nothing to do with it.
I remember you not having such a great.
That was fucking awesome.
You didn't have such a great time for the end of that.
None of us did. I know the end of that. I had a great time. I was so fucking proud of you guys that night. So fucking proud of you. I walked off stage and I had such pride for our team, our band, our crew. And I remember
what show was that? Do you know what was that? Just a random show, or was it anything special, or?
I think it was the Shroud show, Nolan Alice.
Okay.
It was when Nolan Alice died. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Steve Zing was so fucking cool, dude. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah.
He came down to
I remember him coming to rehearsals.
He came to two rehearsals. And we rehearsed that set. He came to our rehearsal by himself and rehearsed with us. And fucking we rehearsed that whole set.
That's a fucking pro. He doesn't want to look stupid.
Yep, absolutely. He did great, and it was awesome, man. He was fucking had a great time. Like he had a great time. We were all comfortable, like. I mean, like Steve Zing's like a fucking idol to all of us, like in some way, shape, or form. He's fucking Danzig. He was Sam Hain, and I mean, like Steve never makes you feel like that. I mean, because he's the most down to earth dude in the world,
Yeah.
But he's a big deal, like not to let him out, regardless of how he makes you feel. He's a big deal. And I fucking, I worked with Steve. Like I've painted the stage and clubs. I painted with that dude. Like I've shot the shit and asked that dude silly fan questions before, like we worked together. Like
right.
He was the sound guy and I was the security guy at Dingbats for a long time. So I mean, like it wasn't like I said, it didn't have anything to do with Steve. It was connected to that performance though. we had a discussion as a band before that went down about something that would or would not happen on stage that night, and we all agreed that we didn't want this certain thing to happen on stage that night.
Right.
And it was pressured onto us and manipulated to us to make it happen. And we all said, nope, fuck that. That ain't happening.
And it did happen.
And then it got sprung on us on stage in front of everybody. And every one of you, as well as myself, played it so fucking pro with smiles on their faces and fucking acted like, and were cordial and fucking thanked people and fucking acted like pros that night. And I knew that it grinded. I remembered all the conversations that we had and all the things that you guys said to me before the show. And I remember I was reminded actually of a different perspective of this story just in the last couple of months. And that I guess after that show, like after that performance, I think, or I guess Steve Zing called me up on stage during his show or something and asked me to come up and sing with them. And I wasn't there to hear it. So I never went up with them. And I guess I got yelled at or in trouble for it, you know, like, or I was embarrassed for it after the fact. And I don't remember being embarrassed, or I wasn't embarrassed. Maybe it was embarrassing on an outsider perspective, but I wasn't embarrassed because I knew exactly what I was doing. Is that when that show was over, I went out and hung out with you guys and we drank in the parking lot because I was like, fuck this shit, fuck this show, fuck everything that went on. I'm hanging out with the fellas because we did good tonight. You know, like I was just so proud of our team and like how we conducted ourselves on stage and how the professionalism and not personal motives, attitude, and fucking like the band did the right thing that night. Everyone in the band did the right thing. I would say that was the most proud I ever was walking off stage.
And if in fact that was the same show of Nolan Alice, then we fucking knocked bro him out of the park for them.
Oh yeah,
that's a fucking hell of a tribute.
Yep. You remember we were shit on that show for a reason. We were persona non grata on that bill. Not because of ourselves, but because of the circumstances.
Right. Well, yeah, that was nothing to do with us. It's
nothing to do with us.
People
but,
we were.
Yeah, but
trusted to do the right things. Yeah.
We fucking came off on that show fucking looking like fucking golden boys. We did a lot of the right things that night.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I was really proud of us as a band, like the way we conducted ourselves and like personally as a team, fucking like I just felt like great camaraderie walking off that stage. Like that was probably more important to me or more satisfying to me than any great show. Not that it wasn't a great show. It was a great show, you know, it was fun, you know. And got a lot of compliments for that show. The videos for that show are well received and cool, but it has nothing to do with it. It was the way I was so appreciative of all of you guys when I walked off that stage. The guys wanted to I was like, I love you guys. I am so proud of you guys. Like we all ate a shit sandwich on stage that we had all discussed before we walked on the stage that we were not going to eat by any means. And we ate it with smiles on our faces and walked off and fucking drank in the parking lot and didn't complain about it. That is my most satisfying time walking off the stage.
In retrospect, it was, you know.
It was fine. Whatever.
It's fine that it happened.
It's fine that it happened in retrospect, yes. But I would have not been surprised if any one of the people in the band threw a fit.
Right.
Or, you know, just threw an attitude about it. Because rightfully so. Me and you included. You were probably one of the most
more
you know, firm.
Because it was like a weasel move.
It was a weasel move. It was a weasel move to begin with, and it was a weasel move the way it came up. And instead of fucking be like,
right. Got to respect the rock gods, dude.
We did. We did respect the rock gods, and the rock gods
the rock gods
shined on us.
Right.
But like that is one of the most like camaraderie, like prideful feelings that I had, like where like felt like we were a band and we had gotten somewhere, you know, like as a group from working together, that we had
Right.
we had been able to act as a group and do what was best for the collective and have respect for the collective and the showmanship of that band rather than any personal agenda that anyone had. We all respected each other and the situation and the professionalism enough to pull up our pants and fucking do what we came to do. Can't say that, you know, some bands have been in a real long time and are way more professional fucking aren't capable of that, you know. I've seen a lot more professional bands fucking not be able to express that level of maturity or professionalism in shitty instances. And that we achieved that or reached that point. I was proud to be the singer that day. Proud of y'all. That would be my most happy or prideful moment walking off a stage. Easy.
Boom.
Boom.
Look at that.
Yep. Boom.
A happy experience, everyone.
Yeah. I was happy. We were mad too. But, you know.
Right.
It ended happy. Like the podcast, well, just the way you wanted it.
You overstayed his welcome too. Like, all right.
Oh God.
This song's over. So, all right, we go back to the way it was.
And did exactly what I didn't do. Did exactly what I didn't, wouldn't, and would never have done.
Bless his heart.
Bless it. I, like you said, now, I don't think nothing of it. Yeah. But that doesn't change the way that I felt when I walked off stage that night. And that's the question you asked me. Shady move. Shady move.
Fucking A.
Richard Dicko North, you drinking or what?
I don't know if he's drinking. He's got to be drinking. He lives in Alberta, Canada, so there's like not much
to do. Yeah.
There's not much to do except like being chased by moose. There's no fucking hockey on right now, so he ain't watching that.
Man, Canada sucks. How about that?
It sucks for people who are sinners. Like smoking, so expensive.
Yeah. Yo, you know my brand if I'm in Canada?
Say it again?
Do you know my brand if I'm in Canada?
I don't. What was their version of what you smoked?
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson.
Peter Jackson.
Damn.
I smoked Peter
Jackson.
I
talked to yesterday?
Who that?
I talked to that kid Adam Tompkins. He owned the house that we stayed at in Canada in like wherever the fuck we were. It was like the first show we had with Black Cat Attack, and we didn't have a place to go, and that dude just fucking invited us to this party house.
I was thinking that the other day,
where they were jamming and shit like that.
You know what I realized about that? We don't have a tour poster for that tour.
Really?
Yeah. So I said too. We were so proud of that situation too, and rightfully so. But we don't have a tour. There wasn't a name for that tour, and there's not a tour poster for it.
Huh.
We didn't have and that's very, very strange for us too. Like we're all over shit like that.
Right.
No tour poster.
Usually, I mean, it was you who. Yep. You were the art department.
Yep.
So if you don't have it,
why? You know, like listen. I know that we were very humble about not calling a tour a group of shows. Right. You know, like for sure. And I know
we were both always against that. Like you don't call like a weekend trip a fucking tour. Okay, you don't call a handful of shows a tour.
Anything that we called a tour was
they're just a run of shows.
Was at least coast to coast, at least in a region or two. You know, like even in Mr. Monster, you know, like in those days, we didn't have the nerve to like, you know, like Mr. Monster's Ghost and Blitz Kids Ghost in the East Coast tour went to New Orleans. You know, like it went to Texas. It went to fucking, you know, like it wasn't fucking coast to coast. It didn't last for months, but it traversed regions. You know, like we went halfway through the fucking country. You know, like even our earliest tours, we didn't call tours if we went out for fucking 3 or 4 dates or. And I know that Canada wasn't, dude. That was a huge accomplishment for us. And I remember we were very proud of it at the time. Like in the way that like Darrow at that moment, Darrow Chemical Company became an international touring band. Right. It was crazy enough that we were a national touring band for when we started that band and our expectation of that situation. If you would have asked Joe, Loki, or Matt Johnson if Darrow Chemical Company would have done one coast to coast tour,
I'll tell you this:
that band, we all would have said absolutely not, and we did 3 of them or 3.5.
I'll tell you this: there are some who say I ride on coattails, but
you know,
I did all that work with Darrow and got us to these places, and we used my contacts to go internationally just about everywhere.
I could say something real fucked up, or maybe it's not fucked up. It's true. It's not fucked up. It's true.
So like,
but you know, I'm gonna talk some shit. I'm sorry if this isn't not a positive note, but if your haters and the people who listen to your podcast to listen for the shit being talked waited this long, then they deserve it.
Right.
I personally was very fucking chapped and disappointed that Darrow Chemical Company had nothing, who rode on the coattails of everyone else,
right?
Had earned themselves and put themselves in a position to have the infrastructure that we had, and have the production resources and fucking infrastructure, gear, and vehicles that we had to operate the way that we did, versus, I mean, you know, I mean, what we raised, you know, we crowdfunded what we crowdfunded, what, 12 grand we raised, I think, something like that.
Just about.
We never thought we were gonna get that. We didn't think we were gonna get the 10G that we fucking were trying to get. Wow, dude, that's that first fucking tour, dude. Look at that shit. That was Johnny Wasted's fault, to be fair.
Yeah.
It insulted me that we had to use all of Darrow's stuff to go out on a tour with a band who was commanding $20,000, double the amount that we were fucking raising 2, 3, 4 times a year. That band was using all this shit that we, you know, like if those funds were allocated properly, fucking or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's no reason this goddamn, you know, like Tarvan fucking worked for fucking 2, 3 bands, dude. You know what I'm saying? You know how many tours Tarvan did?
Yeah, man. Way more than it probably should have.
Absolutely, dude. On the coattails of what? On the coattails of who?
Yeah.
Nobody helped our company get all those.
There's a reason we jumped on that conference call, bro.
Absolutely, because we
motherfuckers called us.
Yes, because we had a full infrastructure to do everything that they needed.
I wasn't looking to go back or begging to go back there.
Nope.
I'm trying to find something, but you're right. There's fucking shit here.
I have posters from individual shows of our Canadian dates, but bro, Darrow Chemical Company never knew when we started. we were undecided that we'd ever record a record at that point. You know, like when he first started doing those shows, dude, we had been like, yeah, maybe we'll record some of these songs. Like that wasn't a sure thing, or that wasn't even an ambition at first when we played our first show or our first several shows. As a matter of fact, we were a band for 2 years before we took anything the slightest bit seriously. We played from 2009 to 2011 before we recorded a song.
I have nothing for that Canada run. That's crazy.
Right? I almost, dude, as silly as it sounds, like I've thought about it 100 times, and I don't care how whack it is, I might still want to do it. I almost want to retrospectively make a fucking tour poster.
Right. Oh, here it is. I found it.
Yep. Well, not even that I found it. No one knows until I said anything just now. But like, we have no like documentation, like no pass, nothing that says all the dates we did in Canada. There's nothing. I couldn't tell you how many dates it is. I know it wasn't very long, but I mean, like, we were out there for 2 weeks, right?
Yeah. Who's got this shirt? You know who doesn't have this shirt? I don't have this shirt. I wish I did.
Yeah, I got one. I love that shirt. Yo, you want to talk about fiber, bro? I commissioned mad people to design us a metal, like a black metal styled logo. Like a Darrow Chemical Company logo that was black metal style, like unlegible fucking, or like, like.
Right.
And I got such shit from everybody. Nobody did. This became the way to get work done after a while via this person. But after I had paid a couple artists to design us a black metal style or heavy metal illegible logo for the purpose of that shirt, Sam Wolf did that in about 5 minutes.
Did she really?
Yeah. Yep. And it was like the 5th. Like, Sam's like, I can't do anything like that. I'm not going to do that. I don't, like, and then that became the thing, is that like, I would have to get a couple other artists to design anything I wanted to for her to look at it, and whether it was brilliant or not, or absolute shit, for her to say at least 2 things were absolute garbage. So you can't use that. It's terrible. It's fucking awful. And then eventually, by like the 3rd one, she'd like spend 5 minutes in the room, come back with exactly what we were looking for. And she did that in about 5. Sam Wolf did that in about 5 minutes.
I'm going to show you something that A, I forgot existed, and B, that no one's ever seen before.
Oh, yeah?
Because back in the day of doing all this stuff, there was no reason to show people this, but this is like how close to the cuff we were. Like, you want to talk about fully planned budgeting?
Oh, you got the budget list?
I knew what we wanted. I knew what we needed. You want to talk about fucking laying it all out there?
Yep. And we asked for $10,000 is what we said we needed. Look at the budget. Yeah. It was 11,000.
And at the bottom, I wrote, "Oh yeah, we need a van."
Yeah, that's without the van. And the reality of the situation is we got $12,000 and we did all of that and more ahead of the budget, ahead of our deadline with it. If you were to look at the money that other bands were raising at that period of time and not fulfilling their obligations, what we did was incredible. Actually.
Yeah.
We did most of that. Just looking at that right now, we did a lot of these things for less than that.
Yeah. Well, like that's
yeah. Go back to that for a second. There's one thing to fucking be known on that, and I've said this before, is that the most expensive thing on one of the most expensive things on that list was Dean.
Yeah, $600 for Dean.
Dean is the most well-paid member of Darrow Chemical Company of all time. Does it say anywhere with Joe, Loki?
Nope.
And you know what? On that tour, we
gave
did Matt Johnson $300. Yeah.
Right.
That was out of pocket, dude. And if you remember, at the end of that, me and you somehow miraculously put about, I believe, about $1,000 each in.
Fucking, but you're getting good insight. What we paid $600 for Steve Seed. We spent $600 on the studio.
Yeah, it was
We probably
$100 a
gave him
song.
more than that.
Absolutely, it was $100 a song.
Yeah.
It was a great deal.
And
I'll
then
take
is this the
that deal
mastering?
today.
What is this?
Yeah, what was the mastering? I'm curious that.
I guess that's a $700 thing right there.
577. It says.
Oh yeah, there
No,
it is.
that was mastered by
Alan
Alan
Dutchess.
Dutchess. Alan Dutchess is the #2 mastering agent in the universe. Google it. Wikipedia Alan Dutchess. He is the
Google him.
#2 rated mastering agent in the universe. He did punk rock his dad, I know.
I would like you to take a look at the second
The
line
Misfits
item.
box set, a bunch of Misfits.
with-
The second one, bro. I know, bro. I fucking to this day, I fucking feel that, dude.
That is probably your only failure of
my
merch
only.
item. That's it.
It is. You know what? There's two actually. But one of them, but the other one isn't nearly as bad. There's 2 times in the history of Darrow Chemical Company that we did not make back our nut on something, which is wildly impressive. Like we never came out of pocket for anything. Everything that we ever put out sold enough to that we didn't pay for it. You know, like that people bought enough of it. That the 2 things for those vinyl rub-on stickers, which I in no way believe that we fucking made our money back on. We got hosed on those stickers. That's bad. I went to a close personal friend thinking I'd get a deal and put myself in a situation where I got ripped off and kind of had to pay it. And Loki got so mad at me for it. He's like, $300 for sticker. $300 for 100 sticker. Are you fucking kidding? No, Joe. No. And I was like, Loki,
I did make a big deal out of it.
And you were right. We didn't make
because I was looking at this list. I'm like, yo, we need a fucking van.
Yeah. I don't know what we did or didn't make on our vinyl stickers, but we probably didn't make $300 on those 100. We gave away fucking probably most of them. Yeah. Or like at least 50% of them. And the other ones, I think we showed like $3 for us. So there's no way. Right?
What was the other one?
The other one was personal, I guess. But I made the Kim Kardashian's ass t-shirts.
Yeah, but you didn't go like you didn't go in deep on that, right?
No, I paid for the shirts to be made. I went about $60 personal into it, and I never made close to $60 back on it. I think
Dean is the only person that wears that shirt.
I know. I still have all of the stuff to make those shirts. I think we made less than $50 on that shirt. I don't think we sold. I think we sold 1 or 2 of them. That's like
one of the prerequisites for Dean playing with us in Michael was that he was not allowed to wear anything that said anything.
Really?
Yeah. Only plain black shirts.
That wasn't a problem in Darrow. Then again, I pretty much closed that situation.
Right.
I was really good at that. I would just give everyone clothes, and they'd be like, "Yeah, I'll wear that." It just kind of worked. Although I lost on that situation because Dean conveniently lost everything Dean ever wore on stage in that band was mine. Shortest jeans, I guess. And at the end of the day, I got 1 of those T-shirts back this year. 1. Some of those
you got 1 back.
1 back. I think, to be honest with you, did he ever wear? No, I guess he didn't. One of them was a Danzig shirt. And I don't remember giving it to him. I think he just ended up with it. And I want to say, I guess I'm probably wrong. I want to say he wore it on tour with Michael. Which, I mean, like, no, that Michael would ever say anything about that. Or not like that was ever taboo. But let me tell you, I never wore a Sam Hain or a Danzig shirt on a Michael tour.
Right.
Despite the millions of them I fucking have, I never fucking wore anything like that, ever. I believe I found Dean wearing that shirt on not if not on stage on tour and being like, he said, Michael would never say anything to you about it. It's not like that was a rule, but I would never do it. It was bad optics. I wouldn't do it. The only time you see me wearing a fucking Misfits Sammy Danzig shirt on stage is fucking Doomsday.
Damn. Remember, I was sending out this to everyone who fucking even fucking gave us $1. I was
I
posting
got
this on everyone's fucking. I was
yes.
going
There's a
nuts
Ric
sharing
Flair
that to
one too.
everyone. Yeah.
Yep. Dude, I had some shit blow your mind. Blow your mind, bro. When we fucking won the Warped Tour thing,
Yeah.
a lot of those fucking like announcements and everything like that, and like the statuses of that, crazy, dude. Crazy stuff. Got to go back in the Darrow page, like go back in our Facebook page and look at some of that shit one day. It's fucking crazy, like the frequency of like awesome updates. It was like very satisfying point of fucking time. It's a lot of rewards to time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The frequency of good things happening was pretty awesome.
I forgot this
Like,
one existed actually.
yeah, Goolsby did that. The reason you don't remember it, it was exclusive to the thing. We never sold that on the road.
Right.
And that shirt didn't print so well. The artwork's awesome. But it didn't translate well to print, and I wasn't very happy with it. So we kind of like let it die right there. You know, sure, we got to reprint, and a lot of people fucking loved it, and I got to bring it back. Is the Darrow one,
Did we already have that machine? The fucking.
the heat press?
Yeah.
We bought
For
the
that
heat
shirt?
press, I think, a little before that. I think that the heat press was not part of that budget, despite being on that budget, because I think we
Right.
managed to buy it before that.
Right.
That wound up being essential.
Yeah. Big time.
That heat press was a license to print money. It was like printing currency. Not so much on our t-shirts, because eventually we resided back to screen printing the t-shirts, but for outerwear, like hoodies and shit like that, it's a necessity. I fucking wish I had that thing right now, to be honest with you. Like every winter, dude, that was like a fucking sure thing for cash, dude. Like if you were scrappy, dude, like you can fucking. There's no way that I've found ever in any band to make a higher profit than selling pullover hoodies that you print on a heat press. They look great. There's no margin of error. They last the test of time. They're high quality, and we were making the profit that we were making on them and still charging less than any band charges you for a hoodie was absurd. Absurd. That was the most money we made on any merch item ever, and we were still charging less than anybody for them. You remember our shirts were stupid cheap.
Yeah.
Our most expensive T-shirt was $15 ever, and that would be like 3 print locations, fucking front and back, fucking, you know, very punk rock prices. We passed our savings, is what that was. You know, like we were making our own shirts and fucking, rather than fucking, in those instances, rather than fucking, you know, we had to charge more for fucking uh multiple multiple colors and multiple fucking print locations and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But rather than pocket that, we always fucking uh like normal bands would have charged like $25 for what we were charging like 15 for. And our normal shirts were $10, $12 or 12 to $15 max. Which worked out and fucking I forgot the phrase. Which worked out great in the end. I mean, like, because at the end of the day, we sold more volume. You know what I'm saying? Which was
Yeah.
absolutely more lucrative to us to have more people wearing our shirts and sell more shirts rather than sell our shirts for absurd prices and detract people from buying. You know, we had a situation where it was affordable for everyone to buy our shirts, and people bought all of our shirts because they were fucking damn cheap. And I mean, like, there's a saying, and I always stood by this, and I still stand by it. There's a saying that the lifespan of a t-shirt sees a million eyes. So like the t-shirt, because every t-shirt you own, average sees like a million people see that t-shirt in the span of the time that you have that. Be it you go into concerts, you go to fucking, like, a million eyes see the t-shirt you wear, every one t-shirt. So Darrow sold a lot of t-shirts, you know what I'm saying? So like, where maybe we didn't spend money in advertising, we did fucking those t-shirts that we sold for fucking cheap, you know, like, certainly fucking, you know.
I forgot that Jasko was in our band.
Yeah, dude, we were surprised that Jasko was in our band. Do you remember that? Germs took Jasko in the band. And Germs was very insistent upon having Jasko stay and be in the band.
That's crazy. Like, I totally forgot about this.
Yep, Jasko was a good performer. He was good, you know. Jasko was great. Yeah. You know, like, he wasn't fit for our band or anything like that, and I didn't understand why he was there.
Just wanted to have a good time.
Yeah, he just wanted to have a good time, play some shows, and I guess, like, him and Germs were tight at the point, and why not? Jasko was a great performer, you know, and he could play, so why not have Jasko? You know, like, we needed a bass player, and Jasko was there, and he was willing to do it. So yes.
Boom.
But when Germs left and Jasko stayed, I remember being like, I expected Jasko to be gone when Germs was gone. But if you remember, when we booked that first tour, me and you said, like, Jasko and Matt Johnson are quitting the band as soon as we booked the tour. And sure as shit, Jasko was gone, and Matt Johnson was like, yeah, I can't do that. Sure as shit. And, you know, in true fashion of every other band, but let me tell you, kids, nobody wants to be in your band that you just started. No one wants to be in your band that's your passion project. No one wants to be in your band that is doing nothing and to play for fun. But once you're doing something, everybody wants to be in your band. You'd be surprised how fucking willing people are fucking playing your band once you have something going, you know? True that was. Second tour we did, fucking all of a sudden Matt Johnson was available again. Yeah. You know, like, Matt Johnson was available every day after that fucking one tour.
It's funny.
And fucking Mikey wasted. Fuck you, Mikey.
All right, kids. It's that
I love Mikey wasted more than his mom does.
Damn.
Yep.
It's that time of the day that we have to leave you. Just a reminder.
Last episode. So if you guys got any requests and anything you want to hear, that's it, guys. You'll never be seeing me again.
This is my last episode as a 41-year-old.
Yeah, Loki, happy birthday, dude. Fucking
This is the last Monday I'll see as a 41-year-old. So for my birthday, everyone, please go to Spotify. Check out the Team IZP.
Dude, I've been
check it out. Fucking, it's all up there. Fucking, I know the artist page is mapped out to a different artist, but they're fixing that. It's just, it's just the way it is. The TuneCore fucked it up, but they know what they got to do.
I've dealt with that before.
Eventually, they'll have the right artist up there. For my birthday, please buy yourself a shirt. Fucking buy a hoodie, buy a shirt, buy a mask, buy whatever the fuck you want. Fucking and go to my YouTube and subscribe to my YouTube channel as my one wish for my birthday. Okay, guys, I fucking appreciate you. And we'll see you on Wednesday. Zach Bassham's on Wednesday.
Oh damn! You should have him on a Blackout Friday.
Maybe we'll have.
It's gonna be a Blackout Wednesday, yeah.
Right. He'll probably have some moonshine there. It'll be all right. Fucking A, guys. Peace out. We'll see you next time. Fucking last month.